You were deciding if you wanted to spend 2 weeks with waiting for the chains to be ready, or if you wanted to leave sooner than that.
Specifically, it was 12 days because we had already rested for 2 days to get everybody back a long rest.
That is true.
Okay. Are we ready to continue this argument?
Hold on, I have
Handed
to
the
get in
reins over to you
character.
guys.
Okay,
Unreal.
ready.
Always waiting on Damien. All right, just to get this straight. Petra, you're a fan of waiting, right?
From what I remember, yes. This is
Okay.
Matt speaking.
I am a fan of waiting. Texas Red wants to go ahead.
Correct.
And Damien agrees with Texas Red that we should also go ahead. Am
And
I
Simba's
correct,
a
Damien?
fan of waiting.
Simba has been snapped out of existence.
Simba
Unfortunately.
remembered
No, he's right
that
here.
he left the Simba remembered that he left the refrigerator running and had to go and
Check
turn
it.
off.
Oh shit. Bye,
Ooh.
Simba! See you later!
Classic
Oh, that was weird.
refrigerator running. Gets them every time.
Petra is disappointed.
Folk understands. Let's see here.
But just to remember, at the end of the day, I just met you folks, so I'm not sure if I have much of a voice here.
Petra, that's nonsense. We're all a group of a party, even if you've just joined us. Your voice has equal say. We're not going to discriminate against you just because you're new to the party. Technically, I've only been with this party for like 60 days.
You're right, actually. So really, only Damien and I's vote should actually count. Thank you for clearing that up.
All right. If we're gonna disqualify anybody's vote, maybe the person who almost got us killed again.
I mean, that'd be great, but your vote has already been disqualified, so that's kind of a mute point. I guess mine can be eliminated too. So Damien, you win. We get to go.
Okay,
Yep,
The only
Damien.
valid vote in the party.
so
So Damien votes that we wait for a few days and then go. Yeah?
No,
I mean, you
if
have
we're
to
waiting, if we're waiting for
Like we were
for a
waiting
few
for a
days, why don't we
week.
just wait for 12 more? This will give us time to research the event and possibly get any more information about our route, so we can ensure the safest possible transportation for the chains. And once again, I will state our orders from Dragath are to deliver the change. Am I correct, Brian? That is our most recent order from Dragath.
Yes, but it has also been clear Jagath has little information on what it is you're supposed to be doing.
Correct.
So don't we need to wait
Oh.
here in order to get?
So, also, big thing to know, and I'm telling you this out of character because there is not a really easy way to let this information get to you. I am giving you. So, there is a point in time where the anti-party gets to the agent before you do, if you were not there in time. If that happens, you have a week to figure out what it is that the agent wanted to tell you. After that point, it would be very difficult to figure it out. So if there is a part 2 to your mission, which I'm letting you know there is a part 2 to your mission, it would be very difficult to find out if that week passes and you haven't solved anything. You will also be notified when the agent is dead.
Noted.
Well, if we are going to go to this agent. I think I should accompany them because I don't know the anti-party and they don't know me. So I think I would be great if we decide to go.
Well,
But
that's the
is it not
problem, is that this agent that we're supposed to meet doesn't know you.
Doesn't know any of us. Really.
correct?
Well, the
I
only
see them,
person that I would
tracking
know,
some-
or because whoever this person that we're supposed to meet is supposed to meet us. If all of our faces have changed, like, there are some members of the party that just straight up wouldn't be able to be the only face. Like, no offense, Petra, but you would not be able to be a face. Simba, oh, bye, Simba. Simba just left, but like the members of this party that are known are the ones that have to be there to make this deal, right?
Most likely, yes.
So unfortunately, even though it'd be a great positive because the anti-party doesn't know Petra, neither does the agent that we're supposed to meet.
That is correct, but you got to remember, this anti-party is after your agent. If I know who the anti-party is, I can see if they're tracking down someone wanting to kill them, and I could intervene if I need to.
That would put a lot of risk just upon your head. The anti-party is no slouches. It
That is true, but
certainly could discover anybody looking into them.
I'm quite interested in this one of the members that you mentioned, this Philippe guy. You said he is a frog, right?
Yeah, a grung.
Is it okay if I cook him if I kill him?
Look, I'm certainly
Frog
not going
legs.
to stop you.
Frog legs are delicious. You gotta add some paprika and some cayennes and gotta get that oil in there. Get it throughout the leg, all the meat. Just the juices run down your throat. Mwah.
No. And like Damien like wipes the drool away from his like mouth. No, he's a sentient being. Can't do that.
But he is frog, yes.
All right, killing the frog aside.
We'll discuss that later.
The agent is specifically looking for us because we have the chains. If we do not have the chains, the agent has no reason to contact us, even if we try to...
Oh, I have some an answer to that. So I have this spell called Minor Illusion. Typically, I use it for food to make it look more presentable. If, say, one of my companions doesn't make it look right. Okay. And maybe I could create an illusion to make this guy come up to me.
Plains are a vast landscape. Even if the entry points are being monitored, I don't think a minor illusion is going to fool a spy who is at least semi-competent.
Also, that could backfire on you if this guy does discover that he was fooled by an illusion. He might think immediately that it's a trap and attack before any questions are asked.
I need writing from Texas Red, writing from Volk, I think if
writing means nothing.
Do we have one of those sending stones? Is that something we could get our hands on? Do you guys have that?
We wouldn't know who to... Well...
No, we don't.
Not
because
personally. We don't have
a pair of sending stones that are connected to each other. We have a sending stone that goes to Dryad, and that's basically it.
Also, there's no way of proving that it goes to us.
But you can answer questions, maybe? I don't know. What is this spy looking at in general? Just your appearance?
We don't know. We know hardly anything about this spy.
We have no idea what is going to identify us to the spy, other than, in general, we can assume maybe just our party composition.
Or the chains. The chains is the big thing.
Plus the chains, yes.
Technically, it is sealed boxes initially. Not like
What was that?
Just show up with sealed boxes initially.
Yeah, but there is a magical aura around the boxes.
Mm-hmm. One of the positives is
Saying
that the boxes that had the chains in them before, they do have an extra an extra layer of protection on them now. Like, so that'll dissuade the anti-party from just getting right in there. Like, it'll cause them a little bit of hassle to get through that, because I put that magic lock on it.
I'm not hearing any strong counterances to waiting the 12 days.
If we show up and then we force the spy out.
How are we going to force a spy out?
If the party shows up without the stuff, then it at least tips off the spy that they need to be cautious. Right now, they're in the dark, so the anti-party's going to show up before us, disguised as us, and capture the spy.
We don't know that.
But then we need the chains at the end of the day. So we need to wait that 12 days regardless.
If the spy's at least on high alert, then they don't die or get captured, which to me is more important than the chains, because the chains are replaceable as we're.
I think the
We
spy is
can't-
probably always on
can't-
high alert.
We can't replace the chains again. I don't know if you understand this, Texas Red, but Turcath and everything relying on this, they're not going to give us another chance. We have to. I don't trust a single person in the Nine Hells to get this box to where it's going unless it is specific. I'm specifically setting eyes on it. I'm not taking that chance.
And stay with the chains.
What the chains?
So you
Want to
you
go
want to go
yourself?
by yourself?
Sure, I personally think the spy is more important than the chains right now.
If that is your decision,
The spies can't.
then go right
The
ahead.
chains is impossible.
Maybe what we could do to Volk. You know, we got to come up with an agreement somewhere. You're on one side, Texas is on this side. Okay. How about we maybe hire some mercenaries or some devils, high-end devils, to guard the chains and deliver them to the spots?
That was our job before. Like,
yes.
that was specifically our job, and now, so basically, if we hire somebody else to do it for us, the spy has absolutely no reason to talk to us. They're gonna talk to whoever's
But they will
we
be
don't have
delivering
that
it
much
to
money.
us.
Yeah, also,
We
we
have-
don't have that much money.
We don't have.
So we
Have
have
that
to
much
be the
money to
ones
get
to
high-end
deliver the
devil.
chains.
I'm just not willing to risk everything, just for a chance at beating the anti-party, which we don't even know what state they are in. We're risking too much, and I'm not willing to lose another package.
This is just Matt speaking. I don't want to split the party again. So I don't know what you guys think, but
I'm trying to think if there's a way that we can send information ahead of us that would help.
We don't know anything about the spy or where,
Exactly. That's the issue that I'm seeing, is that
because it's a spy.
okay, so the spy is supposed to meet us. I assume that he or she would have been given instructions as to what we look like and what the package is. The anti-party cannot show up with just one person, because right now, from all we know, the only person who could be there would be Sereth.
Okay, I have. All right, go ahead.
So right now, it makes sense that if fuck, now I'm forgetting their names. If Philippe took Azralos and Adeline to go get their minds reset, I'm assuming that would take about as much time as it took for us to get Nyla's mind reset and for all like this shit to happen. I would hope.
I have an idea. Okay, maybe stupid. I don't know. You guys decide. What happens if we grab a bunch of our wanted posters? Damien's wanted poster, Texas the Red's wanted poster, Volk's wanted poster. Okay,
I don't know if Volk
and
has a wanted
we
poster.
write down them T minus 12D. Okay, T minus 12 days. The spy, or we just we get a lot of copies. We ask the ferryman to deliver them to not the ferryman, but just someone on the ferry to deliver it to the town. Of course, warranting the charge. And a bunch of people will see these wanted posters, and the spy will know who.
Yeah, the problem with that is then
oh,
all of a sudden a lot of people will see our wanted posters, and as soon as we arrive in town, everybody's gonna know that we're wanted and might want to take the hit out on us.
I have an alternative idea. In regards to getting word to the spy, if you want to spread a message quite quickly, or send a message throughout the Nine Hells, there's a specific creature that you do it with, an imp. If we were to pay a series of imps just to spread a message throughout, was it Stygia?
correct, I believe, because that's like the
That the
Iceland.
original package has been delayed and the chains are traps. Just have them spread that message throughout. Any spy worth their salt is going to pay attention to what a message spread through the information network.
Did you really just include a pun there?
No, that's what it's called.
Information. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
That is the
This
legally
way, The
licensed term.
spy has a forewarning. We can take our time. And if everything, we can at least say we gave the spy a chance.
Just an unvetted rumor.
Perhaps.
Yeah, but it's a very
But it may be all the
specific
spy
rumor
needs.
that most people won't know what it means, but the spy will get
Unless
the
they're
message
looking.
directly. Yes. By the way, we keep saying spy. We should probably just call him the agent, or her the agent,
Why?
or contact, because it's kind of bad to announce that somebody's a spy.
What are you talking about? Volk gestures around to the middle of the street. Are you saying we're not being monitored? You're crazy. Alright, yes, the agent.
That might work, but you're gonna need a better message.
Then we can think of one.
The chains have been tied up.
Does the
We should.
does the spy know that they're chains? Right?
I
Correct.
would assume so. The chains
They
have been
should,
tied up.
yes.
It's gonna take 12 days to untie them.
Or can we just say T minus 12D?
No, I think that's too vague. It's got to be pretty specific. And I think we have to include a warning in there.
Well,
Wouldn't the anti-party know then?
Perhaps, but
Then
doesn't
they will
really matter.
accept us at this specific
but
date.
the anti-party doesn't care about us. They care about the agent.
yes. All we have to do is get a message out there that it is very clear that the actual package is not going to be there for another 12 days.
That's actually not true. It's going to be more than 12 days. It's going to take time to travel. Remember that.
Yes. And I don't think we
So we'll
should
say
specifically
2 weeks.
say how many days it's going to take.
Over
We
2
should just
weeks.
say, hey, chains have been delayed. Beware false packages.
Yeah. That works perfectly fine.
Texas, you're the one who's most for going to the spy right now. What do you think of that plan?
Agent.
Still don't like it, but that's what the party wants to do. That's what the party wants to do.
That's what the party wants to do.
What would happen if this agent dies? What's the worst case scenario?
We can't get the information for part 2 of our mission, which is undoubtedly more important than delivering some chains.
Yeah. So we're gonna sit around here, wait for change to be delivered, find information on the ferryman, and asking if we can get a express route down to Stygia.
Yep.
I think we need. It's important to us to gather how much it costs.
Yes, I have ideas for that as well. All right, let's formulate our message. Brian, do we know how much it costs to send an imp message? What's like the going rate? Oh, we could ask Torun. Torun, you would know.
Well, are you trying to send it through imp or like or do you want like the spine devil to take it somewhere?
I want it spread through imps, specifically so that as many imps can spread this message as possible.
All right. Well, if you want to make an imp gossip, I guess it really wouldn't cost more than a soul coin.
How about I cook for you instead? I'm not
Wait.
safe
No,
with my cooking.
no, this'll work. This'll work.
So,
Give the imp a soul coin to spread a rumor around Stygia that it has to have newsworthiness, something that would make the imps spread a message. Maybe leak a little bit.
We could
Of
say
the
something
truth?
about how a horned devil is trying to be trying to pretend like he's a group of complete buffoons who are supposed to be delivering a package.
Or we could, possibly a bad idea, but we could bring up that there's a conflict between the archdevils.
Nah.
It's newsworthy.
Well,
And there's always conflict between archdevils.
yeah, there's always conflict
I
between
wrong?
archdevils, but we don't want to bring a specific rumor.
I feel like
about-
that would be perfect.
No, because
It's
then
newsworthy. The imps would spread it.
yeah, but then Levistus would be able to hear it, right, Brian?
I mean, it's just a rumor
Like
between
that's the
imps.
Does he have any like nicknames or stuff?
So you don't have to summon him.
Yeah, because like I feel like it's kind of
Probably,
awkward just
yes.
saying what.
Probably. I would need somebody to do a religion check.
Oh, I got it. Let me roll
No,
that.
we're not dragging archdevils into this. That's the dumbest thing ever.
That's not the dumbest thing ever.
You're right. Dragging gods into it would be dumber.
Correct.
You
7.
you figure that typically prince or princess of blank is a typical name for any of the archdevils.
Okay, the Ice Princess.
So Prince of Stygia, most people would know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm doing
I'll just
that.
call him Frosty. Yeah, if we spread a rumor that there's conflict between the archdevils, Frosty's gonna get a hold of it, and like that's gonna alert him that something might be happening.
Then a higher up devil, perhaps?
There is no higher devil than the archdevils.
No, a lower devil, but a higher tier devil.
I mean, like, it's kind of gossip that a wanted, or like I don't know if he's really wanted, but like he's a horned devil was supposed to be demoted or something. Like, it's kind of hot gossip if he just like randomly shows up in the icy plane pretending to be someone from a group of nobodies.
So I've got a question. Would you consider this contact a mysterious entity?
I mean, not really, because it's a person.
Brian,
I'll allow
would
it.
you contact? Would you say that that's a mysterious entity?
In terms of what?
Go to one of my spells in my 5th level spell slot. It's the one at the very bottom, under Dance Macabre.
Macabre.
Sorry, Macabre. Because I'm not sure if I can just use this as a form of communication.
Yes, but you don't have a specific identity.
So I'm not able to use it then, correct?
I would make you roll a D100.
Ugh.
I mean, we saw what happened last time someone rolled a D100.
Mm-hmm.
However, yes, there is a 100% chance that you'd be able to contact a devil with this ability. So, assuming that they're of a greater devil status.
I don't think it's worth it because the spell I'm thinking of has a lot of drawbacks to it, and if I have to roll a D100 too on top of that, I don't think I'm willing to take that risk. So just kind of ignore me.
Noted.
But this will definitely be a spell for the future to use. Because I do understand Texas Red and the importance of this contact and making sure they stay alive. On the downside, we got to have these chains. But I'm curious if we could just hire people to deliver them for us. They could deliver to us, who this contact will have knowledge about.
We've already been over this. We can't hire other people. First of all, because the Nine Hells are an extremely dangerous place, and I don't trust anybody with this package besides us. Second of all, we don't have the money to hire a band of mercenaries.
Mhm.
We're using almost more than half of our money just to get transportation down there.
We don't need money necessarily to do that. Everybody's
Yes.
always willing to make a deal. It's the wonderful part about hell.
What are you thinking?
Well, if you want them shipped, then you just do a contract. I'm not saying we should or it's the best idea. I'm just saying don't let the idea of not enough soul coins right now dissuade that option.
God, I'm blanking your name, Ben. When we went to talk to the devils, is there a way that we could get them to make it faster for us for a certain amount, or are they making it as fast as they can at this moment?
I think we burned those. I don't know, to be fair, but I think we burned those bridges when they tried to kill us.
Okay. But remember, if they're doing it for a price, I think they might be willing to accept it.
I think it's best not to push ourselves, push our luck on that specific instance. We have better alternatives than to once again intrude upon the devils who we've already hurt our relationship quite heavily with. I think the imp message is the best choice for warning the spy.
Mm-hmm.
That will buy us and the spy time for him to possibly go to ground and wait for us. Perhaps not using the archdevils, but instead a higher up devil is kicking up a fuss in regards to a group of people losing a package of chains, and
having
another
to get them
group
remade.
posing as them.
Yes.
All right, so it seems like that's the plan then.
Yeah, I think we can. Turun, you said you think for a soul coin we could get this message throughout an entire layer of hell?
As a rule.
Do we know specifically which village, or sorry?
No, we don't. This is why it's got to be far-reaching.
Oh, sorry, you're talking to Tarun?
Yes.
Yeah. Our imp
Well,
expert.
I mean, normally nobody pays the imps to say anything, so like, the soul coin would get it as far as possible.
Do you think you could help us craft a message that imps couldn't help but gossip about? I mean, imp expert.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's got to be something good. And
A
by
higher
good, I
up-
mean, like interesting.
A higher-up devil shaking up the ranks of the lower devils in regards to a missing package. Maybe add a bit of fire and brimstone. And a little bit of intrigue. With
Yeah, you mean on like the watch out imps? There's a scary devil who's very mad right now, kind of thing.
Yeah, we could do that.
What's above a
He's,
horned devil? Like an ice devil?
Ice Devil, maybe.
Who's above Jagath? Do we know that?
It goes Horned Devil, Aranese. There's also Orthon, but Orthons don't really have are on a separate path. And then above Aranese are Ice Devils, and above Ice Devils are Amnezu, and then Pit Fiend. There's also Narzagons, who are just like the Orthons on a different path.
Why don't we say it's like an ice devil or something like that? Is tearing up.
Well, we could leave it even more vague. We could just say a higher up devil, a high tier devil is tearing up the 9 hells because a group of adventurers lost their package. And it's just a rumor, but apparently another group is delivering that package posing as them. I feel like that's a solid warning / rumor. Tarun, thoughts?
Sounds kind of spicy. That could be interesting to hear from a nymph. It might work.
We give you a soul coin. Can you start spreading the message as far and as wide and as best you can? These are your funds, Torun. You have your mission should
One
you choose
soul
to accept
coin
it.
that he can barely lift himself.
I mean, we could get it exchanged.
For what?
For more money.
For gold, which is worthless here.
For a soul.
Not a very good soul.
Yeah.
Evidently not.
Coin or Lemire.
But
Okay,
it
I'm
would
going-
it would have a
I'll
lot
see
of
what I can
credibility
do.
coming from an imp as opposed to one of us.
It will take me a bit of time to return, though, in case you're going to be looking for me.
Okay.
We shouldn't be going anywhere.
Yeah, we'll be staying in the vehicle, which will be parked here, here, or here. And then I just like.
Well, we stayed at an inn for a couple of days for
Oh, did we?
adventurers. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Then we will be here.
We'll be staying at the inn. The Gilded Hell.
And that's our plan then. Yay. Took us about 30 minutes, but we did it.
You know? Could have been worse.
All right, and Torun will hastily fly off on his mission.
Okay. And we send Torun off to do his thing. What other information did we want to
Specifically
get?
about
Like
the
information on
route.
the path down there.
Yeah. And also all the information we can possibly get about the anti-party. Anything could help us.
YOLO.
All right. So you're looking for anything you can find about Stygia and anything you can find about the anti-party?
We're looking about anything we can find about the travel to Stygia on the River Styx. I already tried asking adventurers, but we can do that again. Alternatively, is there a governor outpost in the city of Dis?
You can pretty much be rest assured that there is a governor somewhere on every layer of every plane.
Well, let's set an appointment then.
With the express exception of possibly
Limbo.
the chaotic evil
The
planes.
Abyss.
Kind of hard to stay alive there.
But if you did stay alive, that would be pretty chaotic. Whoa.
But the governors are lawful.
Okay. So yeah, let's find the governors, ask them. They are a pretty solid source of information. And I'm not seeing any those horrendous eyeball monsters around here.
All right. Petra,
Yes.
you have been in Dis for quite some time. You kind of know your way around this place. I wouldn't say like the back of your hand, but like maybe like you know your way around this place, like you know the freshness of an apple.
Got it.
So I would say if you use Petra to guide you guys along, you guys would be able to roll a d10.
I shall guide them.
Would be appreciated.
All right. Petra and somebody else roll me a d10.
Ta-da.
All right. Yes, you will be able to get yourself over to one of the governor's stations. It is a rather drab-looking building. It seems that, unlike some of the buildings here, it seems that it has somehow escaped the constant renovations going around in Dis. It looks like this building has been built like centuries ago, and the cobwebs have started growing cobwebs.
Interesting.
I remember cooking for these people. They're kind of, in terms of creatures in heaven, but the decor could be better. But come on.
The
Go ahead.
exterior of the building is clearly marked with the insignia of the governors as you walk inside. Despite the exterior, the interior is quite clean. There are stacks upon stacks of papers all around the back of the building, as there is not too much partitioning going on in here for some reason. There is nearly a sea of desks with looks like humanoids working at them. There's elves and half elves and humans. There's dwarves and gnomes working here. It seems like there is a lot of hustle and bustle going on inside.
All right. I guess I'll go to the reception desk, assuming they have one.
Yes, there seems to be a desk that is turned towards the entryway. And as you approach, a gnome in a rather fancy-looking hat perks up in their seat and says,
Yes, how can I help you?
Hi there. I'm looking for information regarding travel along the River Styx. Do I need to set an appointment, or do you have any open availabilities?
Yes, you need to set up an appointment.
Yes, I would like to set up an appointment then.
all right, let me see when I can fit you in on the schedule. And she reaches underneath the desk and pulls out a rather thick-looking book and quickly flips over to the last few pages and starts thumbing through some of the pages. How about in 3 days at 1 a.m.? How does that sound?
That would work wonderfully. I'll be sure to set my alarm early.
All right, thank you. Let me just pencil you in there. And what is your name?
Name's Volk. Wolfheim.
Volk Wolfheim. All right. As per usual, if you miss your appointment, there will be a fee.
Of course, I don't plan on being late.
Excellent. Good to hear that. Then we'll see you then.
All right, excellent. So we have an appointment with the governors. Does anyone else have any ideas for information we could pull? I have a couple more, but I want to hear the group.
I'll be honest, I'm completely blanking out right now.
I'll be honest too, I am too.
Okay.
We could ask mercenaries for more information.
All right. Well, if you have some questions for some other questions that don't just pertain to the sticks, or sorry, to Stygia, then the river sticks along Stygia, then I guess if you want, you can pay a fee, and then if you have any further questions, we can see if we can get those answered then.
The meeting is specifically pertaining to the Yugoloth transportation rights along the river Styx.
All right. So you just want that?
Yes.
All right then.
And she quickly starts writing something down on a piece of parchment off to the side, and starts not paying you any mind.
Okay. So we'll be back in 3 days at 1 a.m. Does she say anything back?
She's not paying you any mind.
Okay, got it. All right, so I guess we'll walk out of the building. My other idea is to go to... There has to be a main office for the Devil Army stationed in Dis. Does anybody have any idea? Petra, you've lived here for a while.
What was the question? I was trying to post that 3 days, 1 a.m. somewhere.
The Nine Hells are at war with the demons. I want to go to the headquarters in Dis for the Blood War, or the Devil Army.
Why, of course. I've cooked plenty of meals for them, plenty of meat. I know exactly where they are, and I can direct you right over there. The headquarters, it is this way.
Damien, you want to roll?
Just roll me a d10.
Beep.
All right. Yes. So, the headquarters of the armies in Dis are built near one of the... They're built along the banks of the Styx, as it appears to be some kind of strange fusion of a military fortress and a factory. Giant plumes of smoke erupt out of chimneys out of the top of this building, and scores of spined devils fly in dense flocks all around here.
Orderly place. So the goal here is to look into the Department of Transportation, which hopefully will be tracking a record of hits upon the convoys, of which the anti-party is responsible for.
Yes.
Ideally, they will
unfortunately,
have...
I doubt that they're going to be doing any more hits in the next few weeks, considering that,
Correct, but we can look at past report incidents and see if there's any clues we can possibly glean from them.
About what?
About anti-party tactics, how often they're hitting, the size, how many devils they have with them would be a really
Hitting it.
huge thing.
They were only looking for that to draw us out in the chains.
But there might be some information we can get from here.
But what though? We know how many there are. We know what they did, but the convoy.
What if there are different reports of varying amounts of devils or different types of devils? I would understand the hierarchy that Sareth commands. We could get an approximate number of their standard operating procedure when they're doing raids.
Hit them from behind so the cannons can't shoot them.
We don't know if that was not a typical raid. We don't know if they were specifically looking for us because we had announced our presence.
I believe they were specifically
feel
looking
like
for us. Considering that when I was in the train car and when Uzralos found me, they weren't like, they looked around and like after, like, it looked like he was disappointed, and then they started looking at stuff, and it was when he finally saw me that he smiled and used his sending stone saying, "They're here." I'm pretty sure they were specifically looking for us.
Just a small chance of us getting any information or anybody who's been investigating this group. I feel our best odds are getting it at the Department of Transportation. for the Devil Supply convoys. We have time. And I feel like it couldn't hurt. Any opposition? All right. Then let's see what we can discover.
All right. As
So-
you enter, or as you approach the stained, or sorry, the smoke stained building, a series of guards, they all appear to be barbed devils, approach and say, "Halt! Who goes there?"
We are a adventuring party in servitude to the Horned Devil Dragoth, who's leading the war effort. We're investigating raids upon Devil Supply convoys, and we wish to collaborate information and reports with headquarters.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Okey-doke.
Oh, nice.
28.
The devils think for a second, and they look at each other, and then they look at you, and then they kind of cock their head around, sizing you up. All right, fine. That, yes, we will call in somebody to escort you. You are not to leave any of your escorters behind. If you do so, you will immediately be killed if caught.
Of course. The
Unless,
devil
of
way.
course, the escort falls behind with no fault of our own. We will not try to avoid the escorts. However, I'm not going to be held back by an escort either.
All right, let's
They are for your
Let's just
protection.
play cool. Of course, we understand that. We'll comply with the escort.
Good. And the spined devil waves over us a pair of bearded devils, who hastily grab their glaives and run over to you. And as they run over to you, the spined devil, or sorry, the barbed devils separate and allow you to pass. Inside the building, it is uncomfortably hot. For those of you who do not have fire resistance or are not wearing the Batorian steel armor, it is sweltering in here. It seems that based off of the noises, there is most definitely a factory for weapons in here, and as well as a staging ground for operations. As you wander through the hallways, as Damien runs past the guards, and the guards run basically as fast as they possibly can to try to keep up.
No, I don't. Like, I go at a normal speed, but I was just
Oh,
making
okay.
that, like, if they decide to stop, then why would we stop? They're supposed to be
Gotcha.
going with us.
Gotcha. Okay, so then they're in fact leading you through the hallways, where you will be taken to in a doorway which appears to be with the name Parnan on a nice plaque that says Dis Quartermaster.
Also, a quick question for Dragoth. Is he the leader of the war camp we're at? Or is he just a guy there?
He is a higher up guy who is in charge of leading groups like yours.
Okay.
He is a horned devil, which means that he's the very bottom of the greater devil tier. So he is just a high enough rank in order to deal with people like you.
All right. Pretty solid lead. Nice place. Very efficient.
Mm-hmm.
And you are awkwardly standing in front of the doorway of this very nice place.
Are the escorts?
The escorts
Gonna
are waiting. I'm
let us
waiting for
in?
you to do something here.
Oh, I guess we'll go inside.
I wasn't sure if you're gonna knock or announce yourself or scribble something on the wall,
I knock and walk in.
At- grab
Hello.
graffiti the place.
Please, we're not Nyla.
All right.
Okay now. Haven't done that for a while. Leave me alone.
So, inside is what appears to be a ice devil who has the stacks of what looks like books with loose pages in them. This devil seems to be hastily scribbling something with a quill in a book as you enter the room. And upon hearing the knock from Damien, looks up and closes the book. What are you doing in here? I was not alerted of any kind of appointment.
We came of our own free will. We're investigating raids upon devil convoys.
I'm
And
listening.
we had hoped we could receive information reports about the various attacks that have been delivered in the last couple months upon supplies seeking a specific devil encampment. Do you
What's in it
have
for
the
me?
reports or well, what is in it for him? That's a good question.
My good sir, have you ever enjoyed food here in hell?
And his eyes will narrow a little bit. The big insectoid eyes. It does not look good when they're narrowed. What are you talking about?
You see, my name is Petra McConnery. Not sure if you've ever heard of me before, but I'm a wandering chef. I worship the one and only Gordon Ramsay, and with his powers, even food in hell that I cook can taste good. If you'd like, I can create a fantastic meal for you and present it to you as payment. Of course, my words are just merit at this point, so although it's not my best work, how about this cookie that I have here as just a precursor of what I have to offer? And I'll offer one of my cookies that I made.
I like the idea of these cookies just being infinitely variable in their quality. So why don't you go and roll me a cooking check?
She makes each one individually.
Summoned
Yep.
upon offering one.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry, that was just to you.
The devil will tentatively grab the cookie from your hand and like sniff at it for a second, break it apart and like break it in half and like cast detect poison on it. Sniff at it again, look at
Isn't he
it, and
immune to
then like
poison?
tentatively taste the bite. Sorry, disease and poison.
Ah, there we go.
Devils are not immune to disease.
Gotcha.
And upon taking a bite, the devil is taken aback, and like quickly the rest of the cookie is consumed. You make a tantalizing offer. Very well. For a meal of such quality, you get 15 minutes with the book which contains the information you're seeking.
That is most appropriate. I think our comrades will like that. Now, if you don't mind, could you show me to your cooking quarters so I can prepare your meal for you, sir?
Fine. You lead them over there. The rest of you, the book is in that stack over there. Your 15 minutes starts now.
I dive for the books and just start digging through them and just handing them out to the group.
All right, I'm gonna need somebody to do me a investigation check. Petra, you are being led through the hallways over to what looks to be a general cooking area.
Yes. Would you like me to go
There's
unseparated?
not a great selection of supplies or food here, but it appears that with the devil that has led you here, you have a slip which allows you to be cooking in here.
All right. Want me to go unseparated?
You will not be questioned as you start cooking.
Alright.
Advantage because people are helping or no?
Yes, you can have advantage.
don't have this
Haha.
skill.
Well. Oh, do we have to have the
You
skill?
rolled nature.
That was a nature check. Okay. Well.
I thought to
I'm
assist.
sorry,
you
there is no nature
have
here in the
that.
stack of books.
I shall
In
roll
fact, it seems
investigation.
the stack
Is
of books has killed everything.
a 14.
A 14?
Yes.
Oh, you rolled it on D&D Beyond?
Yeah. It doesn't do the advantage stuff through
You could just roll it twice.
the Chrome extension. Whatever.
Alright, next time, roll it twice, that way I don't have to open up D&D Beyond in order to see it.
Right.
Not
Alright.
believe us to tell you what number we got?
No, so that I don't have to ask what number it is. Alright, so, with 14, you will eventually be able to find that book, but unfortunately, it took you an entire 30 seconds. Oh no.
Is the book dated oldest to newest? Like in regards to the report incident?
The book seems to be the book seems to be filled with incident reports of shipments that have not made it on time. Covering
Okay.
a certain period of time. They seem to be dated, or they seem to all be organized by date, with the furthest back being the first one, and the most recent being the very end. We'll have to skim through this in order to find the ones that you were looking for. However, it appears that in the manner of being a lawful society with organization, luckily for you, you don't have to read the entire report in order to find whether it was just late or if the shipment was missing entirely.
Well, that's good. Saves us some time. Is it also divided between different types, whether it was what caused the delay as well?
No.
Okay.
So, what information are you particularly searching for in here?
How many devils were attacking the convoy? How often they attacked? And with what, how much damage was done? Like any specific things like magics or anything that would give us clues to other anti-party members showing up.
Alright, I'm going to need either an insight or an investigation check.
Oh, I got insight,
And you can
baby.
take this with advantage.
All right, I'll take a
Alright.
natural 20.
It does not take you too much difficulty to weed through the incidents that don't have anything to do with the anti-party. There's, reports of demons attacking caravans. There's reports of, just caravans being just, standard wildlife. The standard wildlife of hell, I should mention. So, terrible abominations. But none of those are relevant, so you ignore those. So, in terms of the reports of what exactly happened during the caravans that were raided by the anti-party, the reports are incomplete. It appears that more often than not, it was caravans being found with nobody surviving the encounter. But off of the injuries taken by the bodies, which were not like hidden or anything, they're just kind of left. seems that it's a combination of bullet fire and possibly some kind of Yugolovs.
Okay.
In terms of if was there any kind of magic being used, the bodies that were left don't really seem to indicate much, if any. Although
Okay.
it just really indicates that nothing like fireball was used to attack anybody. That could have been magic that was not used on the bodies directly.
Does it say
Alright.
anything
In terms
about arrows or like bludgeoning damage and stuff like that, or no?
It does not.
Okay, so that
Noted.
that actually makes sense with what happened. So
Yeah, so I
Would-
think what we can glean from this
Before that, couldn't
is
you ask? Can I put my 2 cents worth?
Um,
I'll allow it.
sure.
What I want to know is the bullet fire. How the bullets were arranged. Does it seem like a shotgun blast, or does it seem like something else?
Actually, it changed. Initially, it seemed to be something of a much smaller caliber, like a pistol or a rifle. And then at some point, it changed to that of a shotgun.
Interesting.
All right. So we know Ezralos's weapon capabilities. He has more than one weapon, and most likely he's being used by the anti-party and
As their
has his
forward
own
guy.
separate camp of devils.
He was mostly probably being used as their forward scout, being like, okay, I get it. Like he gets in there himself with his Yugolos and stuff like that, and if we weren't there, then he would just raid it himself, take all the stuff down or all the devils down himself, and then they would just take any loot that they wanted and leave.
Can I ask the Ice Devil if there was ever a head investigator devil assigned to this case?
Not my department.
Which department would it be under?
Probably investigations. Sometimes teams run into incidents and they need to be corrected. And that's the group that would investigate that kind of thing.
All right, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to get. How difficult would it be to get our escorts to bring us to investigation so we could pursue this matter further?
If you wanted, it wouldn't be that difficult at all. Would you roll a investigation check? One of you with just regular.
Ahem. No. Anybody could roll it. Anybody.
Doesn't Damien have a high investigation?
I have a
Somebody who-
30. It's not
Oh.
great, but it's something. You know, fine. There. That's what happens when Damien rolls investigation.
All right.
All right. I don't
So-
find shit.
Sorry.
You attempt to find if there's any kind of pattern in what was stolen off of these vehicles. And to your knowledge, there really isn't much of a pattern, at least from what you've seen. It seems like a little bit of everything.
What were these? Were they all just carrying war supplies, or were there any that weren't targeted?
You can't tell with your investigation.
Okay.
This does not say all the caravans that went through. This only says the ones that
Were
went
lost.
missing by the anti-party. Any kind of pattern, it's kind of hard to tell.
Okay. I mean, I think it would be worth a trip to the investigation office to see if we could find if there was anybody looking into this, if they have ever found anything, or even if they could offer us help. Crazy, right? help from a devil in this economy.
All right. You're going to be led through a few more hallways before you eventually reach.
We'll wait for
another
Petra to come
room.
back first.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. In that case, you will your 15 minutes will expire. Petra.
Wait, before, just to make sure they understand, there's more books to investigate, right? Is that correct? Because if there's more books to investigate, they'll be investigating while I'm cooking, correct?
Yes.
I think that's what Brian
Yeah,
was
if,
getting
if
at,
there's
that
more books to
stuff.
investigate, she's gonna be busy cooking. If we just sit and wait for her, our time will be up.
Yes, so that's what I'm
And
saying.
then we'll be forced to leave before we can move on to the next books that we're trying to investigate.
Okay. How?
Yeah. So if you have
You think
anything
fif-
else you want to do with this book, which sorry, I should clarify what is contained within this book. This book is a record of basically shipments that were late or didn't show up at all. It has a loose inventory of what was contained in those shipments. It has roughly what was the cause of the lateness, with varying degrees of accuracy. It has dates and times. It has where those shipments were being taken along. If any of those things sound like stuff that you would like to know, let me know. Otherwise, you can let your 15 minutes.
When did this start? When did the raid start?
Roughly around the time that you guys left to go to Acheron.
Were there any since 2 weeks ago?
Any since?
Yeah.
Does not seem to be.
No, like
Okay.
brand new ones. Okay.
Is there?
There are incidents, but none of them seem to be relevant to the anti-party.
Is there anything about our specific case?
About your specific attack?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There seems to be a half-filled out form.
Anything of interest on there?
Nothing that you wouldn't know already, except for the fact that it seems the vehicle was found abandoned in Avernus, and that there was nothing inside.
Interesting. Okay.
Sorry, nothing inside except for a few bodies of the devils who died in there.
Mm-hmm. And
Yes.
also, our poor friend Maximilian.
Rest in peace.
Maximilian was not found inside.
Also, he was alive when he died, so maybe his soul went somewhere else.
Well, yeah, but his body would still be there, wouldn't it? Unless, like, the anti-party took it. But I don't know why they would do that.
We got to fight zombie Maximilian? Oh. He's gonna cast confusion on me again.
Evil!
Right. And how often did the attacks happen?
It seems roughly about a few weeks apart. Or sorry, not a few weeks apart. Within like a week of each other.
Okay.
Another question I have is there a similarity between what vehicles they attacked, or where did they vary? Or do they have like a preference?
Hard to tell. Your investigation didn't really lead much in that direction.
God damn it, Damon. I'll blame it on me, though.
I told you guys. But no.
Look, you have a higher bonus.
Nyla.
That's what I was really banking on.
3.
Well, Nyla's a Lemire, so can't really. I don't think she still has a better bonus.
Yeah, unfortunately, Damon seems to be the investigation guy at the moment.
Damon's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, and also with Simba being gone, I think Damon's just the most intelligent member of the party at the moment.
God damn it!
You are correct.
Actually, I think. Oh, no, I don't have a high intelligence. Oh.
Dude, imagine not having
No, I
intelligence.
think
be a
I'm the
dumb
same as
cat.
Texas Red. Doesn't Texas Red have a 16?
Definitely not.
No.
It's up to you,
Alright.
Dad.
Oh, to roll another one?
Oh, I just mean intelligence in
Or
general.
what? Oh.
All right. Anything else you would like to try to see if you can figure out?
Okay. So it looks like he was just operating with one squad of devils, hitting these things as soon as they were coming out.
Yugoloths.
Yugolos.
Yeah,
Was
which
it-
those the
Agreed.
Mesolos. Like we
Yugolos,
fought them.
devils,
So
they're not
big difference because devils and Yugoloths do not operate under the same rules, and Yugoloths don't die permanently on battle.
Mm-hmm.
noted.
Just, I think this may have been asked or answered already, but are the attacks only happening on Avernus?
Because
Or
you were
does-
able to figure out which attacks were because of the anti-party with that insight, yes, it seems that they were all on Avernus.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they wanted to try to draw us back to Avernus, so like draw us out basically.
So theoretically speaking, couldn't we have people deliver the chains to us? Because if there's no attacks from the anti-party, wouldn't it be a low risk to get the chains over there?
Well, just because there's no
This
attacks,
is-
there's still plenty of
Yeah.
other incidents.
Gave an entire book full of
Yeah.
incidents where things were lost and misplaced and late.
Lost, misplaced,
I
attacked by
should clarify,
wildlife.
a lot of things are very petty in here. Like, there was a shipment that was late by 1 second that was written up in here.
Could you find any incidents from Dis to using the sticks to get to what's the realm we're going to? Stygia?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It
And
wouldn't
if
be
it-
in the missing informations.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
Well, would it be in like the incidences at all?
You're
or is that-
looking for like, I guess, if you're talking about like, you're looking for specifically incidents related to trips from Dis to Stygia via the
Correct.
sticks.
And just like I think incidences and Stygia in general, just to see if they're more prevalent there or if they're not as prevalent. Does that make sense?
Prevalent. Yeah, that makes sense. Is that help? Is that information in this book, Brian?
Yes. So, as you're flipping around looking for ones of Stygia, why don't you roll me another investigation, somebody?
All right, Damien, let me show you how it's done.
And you can roll this one into invest with advantage because all you're doing is looking for the word Stygia. So it's not difficult for multiple people to do this.
17's pretty solid.
Yeah,
All
but I have
right.
a +0. Could have been a 20.
So,
No.
yeah, you find some incidents. It seems a good number of them were due to being being frozen in ice. Some of them were due to sinking, and one seems to be due to shark attack.
Sinking
What
from
type of
natural
shark?
causes or
Unknown.
okay.
Land shark or water shark?
Both.
Oh boy,
Air
it's
shark.
a high. Sharknado.
One was found. Beached with a massive bite out of it.
Jesus Christ.
Uh,
Any targeted incidences where it looks like something specifically was targeted?
Difficult to tell.
That's all I got. I'll be quiet now.
Okay, I think we pulled more information than I thought we would from this. And we can check out the investigation department to see if they have anybody checking this out. Or who have checked this out. Possible promotion for a devil if they help us out.
you can try to leverage that for in a persuasion check, but
Oh, I
just
for
saying that
sure
out loud
will.
won't do anything.
I'm just mentioning it to the party right now. Out of character. Are we waiting for Petra? Before we head to the
pretty
investigation?
much you run out of time to look at this book anyway.
No. Goodbye, book. We'll miss you.
So you can either wait for Petra or continue your investigation elsewhere.
Let's just wait. I mean, we got nothing. Got nothing but time. Oodles and canoodles of time.
All right, Petra.
All right. When I
What-
get to the kitchen, I'm going to just take a look at it, see what I'm kind of dealing with, and can't Dan say macabre?
Dan's macabre.
Dance macabre. Yes.
That's macabre.
And I shall start cooking. I'm going to make the best meal possible for this ice devil, taking, of course, his diet into account, and just the fact that he's an ice devil and what he'd enjoy.
Roll me a knowledge religion.
Oh, God.
All right. Roll me a cook or a cooking check, and we're going to subtract 1 from it.
Okay, but it does have advantage still.
Yes. All right, so it is a 24 as opposed to a 25. Unfortunately, your
Could've been it.
knowledge of Ice Devil cuisine is not very well established. However, it is, in your opinion, still a knockout deal or knockout meal. So, what have you produced in this pretty sparse kitchen?
Of course. So that's a great question. So I was able to find some frozen fish that I was able to thaw out, fillet, get a nice little crisp in there using some cooking oil. I also produced some salami, and also there was some moldy cheese, but of course I just cut that down so that the mold was no longer there, so that it still produced like that nice sharpness to it. So you got the cheese, you got the salami, you got the fish, crispy. Oh, the crispy fish.
All right.
Even Petra, of course, is
few
Petra's, of
questions.
course. Sorry, Petra's also, of course, tasting the cuisine and just making these really awkward but weird noises. Just like,
All right.
oh yes, this is delicious.
All right, a few questions. First, is this what kind of salami is this? Is this stench cow? Is this gray worm? Is this potentially human salami? And then also follow-up question: fish. Is it 3-eyed or 4-eyed?
That's a great question. 4-eyed is definitely the best quality of fish. And as for the salami, it's the fattiest one. So it's got that nice fatness, so that the juices of it can kind of like seep in there.
Gray worm. Delicious.
Absolutely.
Once you cut
Be
the
a
human
person.
face off of them, they're pretty tasty.
Absolutely. Of course, I'm going to make it taste delicious. I'm going to high five my friends, Gordon, Guy, and just the others. And of course, Pop, too, my dragonborn friend with the pop in his face. But
All
We should
right,
get the
and
dragon
you
skeleton. Asking about a friend. Damien, stop.
and of course, me and my companions, we're going to be gracefully walking back to the Ice Devil with the tray, with like the little lid on it, so we pull it off. And I'm going to present it to the Ice Devil when I get there, and just lift it off, and I'm going to tell him exactly what I made. And of course, bon appetit.
So the Ice Devil is going to play it cool, pretend it's not all that, but you can tell. You can tell in your heart that it is an amazing meal.
Mm-hmm. So, Mr. Ice Devil, was it up to your quality? Were you expecting more? Were you expecting less?
This works.
Excellent.
You said you said you were needed to go somewhere else. You group. I didn't actually get a name.
Yes. We I'll be honest,
Chaos
I didn't
group.
think we'd get this far. Um, we're going to the investigation department next.
Uh, what which investigation?
The incident investigation department.
If you were
Specifically
looking for
relating
incidents
to
relating to
attack.
the, if you're looking for incidents relating to the vehicles over there, unfortunately, those would be in Avernus. As the incidents
Anything
happened
about
in
the
Avernus.
attacks specifically targeting Devil supply transports?
Supply transports that were heading here.
Well, since the attacks happened in Avernus, the incidents are investigated in Avernus.
And where would that be at?
Well, there's probably an office, most likely in the Brown Citadel. Unless it's taken up really high up, in which case it might be in Zariel's fortress.
Is there any way to get this information transported to us? Or is there anyone we can talk about it? You know, maybe someone from Avernus is here in this.
Or perhaps if we wanted to file a new incident report regarding this.
It would be difficult. Very difficult. But, you know, you did do me a favor out there, and, you know, if you put in a word for just a good word and find something interesting that might help the investigation, I might be able to see if I can send some paperwork over there requesting some information.
And what is your name?
You forgot that my name was Cardan. It's literally written out there on the wall, on the plaque.
I just wanted to be sure I was spelling it correctly.
Spelled with
It's
a K.
literally spelled on the plaque.
That would most likely be a better source of the spelling than hearing it verbally.
Bulk, are you perchance illiterate? just wondering.
All right, let's not ask
Asking
stupid
for a
questions
friend.
here.
So what was the proposal for from Cardan?
Carnan said basically if you promise to give him credit for finding information, any useful information on this, he might send some a formal request for information.
How many days would that take?
That office. You didn't say.
How many days do you think it would
ask him?
take, my friend?
Well, it would probably take at least 2 there and 2 back, so 4 for the information to get here.
I think that works perfectly. I think our party would find these terms most acceptable.
Ooh.
Because you get to remember,
I
3
do
days
have...
we have that appointment, and then in 4 days, on the 4th day, we can do this.
I do have an alternative, not suggestion, but another thought I could bring up. Do you know where we could find information about a devil who has been demoted or punished, perhaps, for failing a mission? Is that information we could find in the city of Dis?
No. Well, unless they were a direct worker of Dis, maybe it would be in the archives of the one who rules here, but I don't know how much you would really have access to his fortress, considering he's a rather private person. And that's only if they were, in fact, employed here at this.
Okay. And one last thing. Would we perhaps be able to get some sort of form or official paperwork that would certify us to investigate this on behalf of the Devil Army?
You would need permission from the top. The top. Considering there's so many beings in the way. So you would need permission. You would need paperwork from the angel herself.
That's regarding to the this Bader? Is that correct?
No, he's referring to Zerial.
There. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Those of you who don't know, Zerial is a former angel.
Noted.
And she's the ruler of the first hell, right?
Yes. Yes.
The person? Do you mean like this?
Avernus.
Oh. I did not know it was a bonus. Huh. Interesting.
The first layer deals with all the war stuff. So she's the one in charge of all the war stuff. So consider the investigation would be investigating war supplies. That would mean it would fall under her domain.
And it was. No, whatever. We can figure that out later. All right. Well, probably not going to get approval for just a bunch of random schmucks like us. But it's worth a shot.
Well, if you want to attempt to personally fill out this request paperwork, based off your check, you might be able to succeed.
I mean, it is the law. You know what? I don't have anything to lose. The law must be followed to a T.
Oh my god.
Pretty often. Sure, I'll try and... Do I file that with the incident department here in DIS, or would I file that... Could I file it in the incident report in DIS and have them pass it along for approval?
Yes. If you want, you can file it as one piece of paperwork and just take control over it, and have Karnan go and file it just for you instead of you having to submit it as opposed to you having to submit it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. Well, what does the party feel? I feel like if this pays off, we would have a lot of say and clout in every action we have. We would no longer have to make persuasion checks to get into places in regards to devils, because we would be permitted by one of the archdevils.
That is fine with me.
Well, what's that?
Go for it. I mean, it is paperwork, so it's not like they should hate you if they reject it. It's not like you're sneaking it by anyone.
Okay. Damien, thoughts?
No.
All right.
All right. So, for context, you're basically giving me a persuasion check. The check is over a 20. If you go and put in certain phrases, I would be willing to add bonuses to your check that are secret.
Okay.
So, what specific phrases are you trying to be putting into this Think of it
Alright,
basically as you
first
writing
of
like
all,
a paper
before-
in order to ask for permission.
All right. Damien, can you run me through our situation up to now? Just so I have all of the details straight. In case
Yes.
that will help me at all.
I cast exposition.
Okay.
No, so
Excellent. So Asmodeus is the big bad guy. All right, all right.
mhm.
And now that you've invoked the name,
Yeah, exactly. No, like on, like, what specifically do you want me to go over?
Specifically, the archdevils who have sway in this conflict. Just
In
so I know
just this
which
conflict
names to kind of
is
this incident, I guess.
so everything that we know is Zariel and Glacia are working together, and this is just like me and Melissa going over this because
Right.
Zariel and Glacia are working together to try to either take down or like overpower Levistus. Zariel's the first layer archdevil. Glacia is a 6th layer archdevil. Levistus is the 5th layer archdevil. Levistus killed Glacia's mother, so there's absolutely like bad blood between them. Currently, the person that we're trying to meet up with, he works for Levistus, but he is like he's spying on Levistus for either Glacia or Zariel or both. What's widely known is that he works for Levistus. It's a secret that he's actually a spy
Okay.
for Zariel and Glacia.
Okay. And can I make a knowledge religion check to see what the personality of Zariel is?
sure.
18.
Damn.
Boy, I wish I would have rolled that when I rolled my persuasion.
Zariel is known to be arrogant, reckless, and headstrong.
I know the devils with those traits.
There's a tale of the trial of Asmodeus and figuring in the beginning of the separation between evil and good. And when Asmodeus was found not guilty, Zariel was the one who went and who leapt through the stands and attempted to chop off Asmodeus's head.
All right.
Yet he still allowed her to be.
There is more to the story, but
Huh.
it's kind of foggy, or not foggy. It is not passed well through the ages.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yes, while those are very much generic devil traits, she is the epitome of a bunch of those.
Okay. And so this form is. All right. Stupid question. All right. So let's formulate this. And the devil we serve, our archdevil, is Glacia?
Yes.
All right. All right. I think I'm getting some good bits. All right. So, let's see here.
Going back to the
let's-
topic at hand, are we going to be doing the thing that Cardan suggested? Where he gets us the paperwork and stuff?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
So basically, Ben is attempting to write a message to Zariel to convince her to allow you guys to basically be considered the head of the investigation for the anti-party's attacks on caravans.
I don't have proficiency in persuasion, but I do have a +5. Can I help in any way with this? With getting bonuses or not?
I would say you would definitely need a proficiency in persuasion in order
Okay.
to help out with this. Considering this is paperwork also. So if you are enjoying the paperwork aspect,
Okay.
You know, I'm really vibing through the
Would
paperwork.
I be able to make a persuasion check on the Ice Devil to use him as a reference?
You could try.
Okay.
Can
I-
certainly try.
Is Vulcan gonna do this, or do you want me to?
You're
If
the
I-
one who wanted to try to use him
Okay.
as a reference.
If I do it because I just cooked him a hearty meal, do I get advantage on this persuasion?
No, you get the opportunity to try this persuasion.
I respect that.
All right,
take-
Tarnan is going to sigh and say, "I could use me as a reference, as a character reference or something."
Thank you, my good card then.
Okay. All right. So how many people do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
I mean, do you count my
And
Lemire?
choose to count the Lemure Nyla or the Goblin Gial, or maybe even.
Well, specifically, I
Simba.
feel like the less people on this, the easier it's gonna be approved.
I want to know too, like, is
Do I just put my own name on there because
You could.
of the lack of black marks associated with me? Like, no offense, Texas Red, but I don't know if you're held in the highest standing right now in the devil hierarchy.
I just want
think-
to know, like, is Simba planning on actually coming back during the other sessions, or is he just done?
He is taking a break right now.
He's on.
Okay. So should we include
On a
him on this
sabbatical.
then?
If
I
Volk
feel
is
like I'm
deciding
just
to
gonna
only
put
use
my name
himself, then he doesn't need to include anybody else.
Okay.
I'm going to put my name on there solely because I feel like that will lead better credence because I am a paladin of Helm, follower of the law, and I don't want to skew it with any chaotic assets, which could lead to negatives.
And before you say anything, Helm is a lawful neutral god, meaning that the devils might have some respect for that, as opposed to if Helm was a good.
Right. In which they would not like that. Allegedly. We don't know. All right. So, how do I want to start this off?
You don't have to particularly tell me it word for word. Just let me know what
Okay,
keywords
I'd
or
like to
whatever.
mention.
What points are you bringing up as to why you should
First of all,
be given?
Folk Wolfheim, Paladin of Helm. Big one. I'm going to mention the injustice delivered upon the Devil Army. I'm going to mention our drive and our zeal to correct this injustice. I'm going to mention we are servants of Glacio for absolute clarity. And I'm going to mention our certainty in accomplishing this, or sorry, my certainty in accomplishing this matter through to the end.
How are we associated with Glacio? Because I know isn't
We, party's contract is held by basically Dragrath's boss's boss's boss is Glacio. Correct, if I'm
Okay.
correct.
Okay. I did not know
Anybody think of anything else we want to add?
the reference.
Oh yeah, and I'll put our character witness.
Would I know we put this into like just for my backstory, Brian, but would my reputation in hell help at all, or am I not worthy of
You have a
Zariel
reputation
yet?
as a chef,
I think that might be a bit much.
and anything beyond you being a chef is not really applicable here.
Okay, figured, but just wanted to make sure. Because there's got to be something in it for Zariel too. You got to remember that. What does she get by us doing this? Personally,
I feel like
all credit would go to her, or what do you think?
Doesn't need credit. The only person who can fire
Yeah.
her is Asmodeus.
That's fair.
The only way she could lose her job is if someone else takes it from her.
Yeah. So yes, I feel as though solidly settling on our drive and our character, considering that she tried to chop somebody's head off in the middle of a trial, kind of alluding to that we're not going to stop no matter what obstacles are put in our way is going to get us some bonus points with her. All right.
All right. I'm gonna need you
Can
to roll
anybody
me
assist me on this?
No.
Rats. All right. I'll use 2 blips to get advantage.
All right.
Hopefully it's worth it.
Oh my god.
It was not worth it. Oh.
Dude, you know what? You know what? Get another roll. I will allow you to have another roll.
Oh.
15.
Oh.
Well, I gave you all I could.
You did. You did. I tried my best.
But as you send the message,
gave it
you're
my
like,
all.
I might get the information, but I don't think I'm going to get the permission.
That was due to Volk's illiteracy. That the handwriting wasn't as good as it should have been.
I told you needed above a 20. And unfortunately, you didn't get it with the pluses.
Yeah. 1, 2, and a 7. Ugh. Alright. Oh, that was an entire waste of time. Glad we could do it together.
I mean, that would have been
I
a
don't
good
have
idea
anything.
if only the dice had been in your favor.
Correct. Shame I wasted all my religion check earlier. Okay. I don't have anything else to do here.
Unless the reference give us another, roll. Eh?
No, the reference
I
gave
think
you
it's a bit much.
like a +1 on the persuasion check.
Shucks. I try to, guys.
You got like 3 +1s on there, so it's like an 18 out of like a 24 or something.
Well, we tried our best.
Little unfortunate. All right, the paperwork will be sent later today. This will be the end of day 1 of 14.
Before we, leave
1
this
of 12.
place, I want to inform Card then that if he wishes to have another meal, he can come to the inn we've been staying at. I forget the name off the top of my head. I shall be there cooking most nights. I can't tell him what days exactly, but, I'll be there more often than not these next week and a half. Just, yeah. Hello?
Yep, I heard you.
The devil will not respond, but we'll just do a small nod. All right. So, just for clarification, I decided to slap this onto the 2 days that you went information gathering.
Okay.
So I assume you could do a lot of the asking around what Stygia is like while you're at like the inn for a few days. So I'm giving you basically 2 extra days to do things.
Would it be possible for me to just kind of go around cooking for people for some extra money?
If you want to spend the next 13 days just cooking food and getting money, you can absolutely do that.
Because I'm not sure what the party will need other than I guess they would need like a tour, or not a tour, but like a guide.
Yes. So the consequence will be that they don't get a 10 or a D10 when navigating around. They get like a D4 or a D6.
Okay. I will not make food for people then. I will be their guide.
The only other things I can think of as information we want to know is information about Stygia in general, which we can set another appointment for the governors, and then also, yeah, that's kind of it. That's everything I have.
All right. If you wish to be making any kind of modifications to your vehicles, that will also take some time.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what. On our vehicles? Impossible.
Oh.
They barely fits us.
Yeah, basically you're driving around in a Jeep.
Oh, shouldn't we actually get clothing for Stygia because it's really cold?
Probably. I planned on finding that information out about when we meet with the governors, which, thinking back, I will go back the same day and see if I can set another appointment. See if there's any opening with the Stygia expert.
If you're willing to pay 5 gold, you can set it up to be at the same time.
Excellent. I'll pay the 5 gold.
All right. You have 3 days before the appointment with the governors. Is there anything you would like to do during those 3 days?
I can't think of anything.
All right. Are you going to be, I don't know, asking people around about stuff, trying to earn some little bit of cash, running around, exploring, jumping in the river Styx, getting weapons forged, items secured?
Honestly, we don't have that much to do. And this kind of deadline over my head makes me feel like I can't really enjoy myself. So I'm not about to go and fucking party.
Oh, Brian, I forgot. I get a
Unless...
non-magical or a semi-magical weapon. I forget, or just an item. Is that correct for a new character?
You get a +1 weapon or an uncommon item.
Okay, thank you.
Run it by me before you add the uncommon item, if that's what you're choosing.
Does that include the Cloak of Elven Kind? Let's see here. I don't think. I guess I'll just fill it with like flavor text. You know, praying to Helm, sharpening my warhammer, blunting the other end, shining my armor.
All right, you're doing a little bit of equipment maintenance.
Much needed.
Texas Red.
You know,
are
also,
you doing... Or sorry, continue.
I'll take a look around the devil vehicle, seeing how Nyla has been turned into a Lemire. We're gonna kind of need a mechanic. How does being a mechanic on a devil vehicle work?
So you know basically nothing. And
Correct.
unfortunately, Nyla had lost a bunch of her tools in the vehicle when it was taken. But she does have a few of her tools. Some very oddly shaped screwdrivers and wrenches.
Is it a
So
strength check to repair or an intelligence check?
it's a dexterity.
Boy, howdy. Damien, my good friend. How would you like to learn a new sensation?
Damien is not available at the moment. Please try again later.
I'll kick this to the back then, because there's no chance I'm going to be able to fix anything with dexterity.
I could be swayed to make an intelligence check.
It's the same either way. +0 for both. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, when it gets down to being a strength check, you're already SOL.
You know, keep me on the back burner, coach. One day you'll need a strength check, and then Damien can do that too.
Strength check for the repairing the vehicle, I mean.
Right.
All right. Texas Red, is there anything you would like to do for the next 3 days?
Not that I can think of.
All right. Petra, you wanted to go and do cooking for the next 3 days, correct?
Yeah, if our party doesn't need to go anywhere.
Then roll me a cooking check. I assume
Of
you're going to be
course.
sitting around in the inn, cooking some meals, working as like a chef or something.
That is correct, and of course I'm using Dance Macabre.
Dance Macabre. All right, let's see.
All right.
You'll get it eventually.
Okay. This should be advantage.
All right. 27. Yes. So you will be making a bunch of money over time. Factoring in the fact that you will be paying for rooms, you will over the next 3 days. Why don't you roll me a 2d10? All right. Yeah, you are going to be making yourself a nice, cool. You know what? Let's make it wacky. All right. You get yourself 6 soul coins and 600 gold out of tips and just general food fees.
All right, I will add that to the 600 gold.
Add it to party inventory 2, as party inventory 1 is just a record of what has been stolen at this point.
Allegedly.
What has gone missing, and I'm not quite sure what happened to it.
I think I put in the wrong one, so I'm just going to party inventory 2, correct?
Yes.
All right.
All right. Eventually, actually, if you want to ask around about Stygia to any of the people here, Ben, you can
Yeah,
go ahead and do
I'd
that.
like to do that. Just kind of any general information they can provide me. Planning a trip there. Wondering about vacation rates. Welcome back.
Thank you. No sound was coming through, so I had to disconnect.
Yes. So, generally, Stygia is rumored to be the source of the Styx, and as such, it takes a lot of the space of the lair. It is also well known to be a frozen wasteland with very few intelligent races living there. Generally, not even the devils populate this area. It's rumored that ice giants and other Arctic creatures roam this lair. Other than that, you're not really going to get much information, as nobody really travels to Stygia.
Okay, never mind then. I was gonna ask, like, if anybody had traveled there, what sort of transportation did they use?
Nothing really exists in Stygia, to your to anyone's knowledge.
Oh, there's ice.
There might be a city or two, and then there's of course the wherever it is that the archdevil who runs the place lives out of, but nobody really knows much specific information, considering none of them have actually been to the place.
Okay. Well, we got well, it's more than we had. I think we already knew that, but we'll see. We'll see what we can get in a couple of days. I'm cool if we just fast forward until then.
All right. In that case, we will fast forward until 1 a.m.
Let's go. I set my alarm spell, so that way I wake up on time.
Yes, that is exactly how the spell works. Good job.
Yep. It's the only time I'll ever use the alarm spell. Okay.
All right. So,
We go there. Do we have to roll?
yep. Roll me to see if you guys get lost. If Petra's coming with you, roll me a d10.
Petra, are you
Petra,
coming
why don't
with
you roll
us?
me a d10?
Yep.
You have somewhere else to be
D12.
at 1 a.m.?
All right. Yeah, you will most definitely make it to the governor's office without getting lost in
Excellent.
the multitude of alleyways.
Midnight run.
Okay. Oh, when did you get back here?
Just now. So yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Damien, anything you would like to do during the 3 days that the party is waiting for the appointments?
Sleep. Talk take some betting on if I can fight some cranium rats. That'd be cool.
Of course, it was an
Be a
option to
new-
eat my cooking too. So.
Enjoy
Not
I
some
mean,
of
it's
that
gonna be
cheap pudding.
300 pounds.
All right. Roll me a investigation check, Damien.
Because I'm great at those. Hey!
You managed to find some rumors of some shady bars that you'd be able to possibly get some money fighting things in.
Hell yeah.
Fighting rats.
Yeah, just
But,
like little.
But you will not be able to do that right now. It
Alright.
takes you a lot of time in order to get that information. The exclusive establishments and whatnot.
I gotta make a name for myself, man.
So you head off to the governor's building, which you had set the appointment in, right on schedule. You arrive at 45 because Volk would never arrive late. Isn't that right, Volk?
Correct.
So, it is you wait there for 15 minutes and it becomes your appointment. And a half elf will stand up from his cubicle, his little unboxed off desk, and wave his hand and usher you over. Now, how can I help you out? You said something about
Hi there. We're seeking
sorry, something about
information regarding. Yes, that's correct.
all right. Yes. So, did you want information about Stygia first, or do you want the transportation first?
Stygia first.
Stygia first. All right. Yes. Stygia. What do you wish to know?
Primary means of transportation.
Well, there's not much public transportation, that's for sure. Considering not many people go there. Well, except for Levistus's agents and the average, the occasional adventurer.
Those occasional adventurers, how do they get around from place to place?
Well, typically by boat
Boat.
or I mean sometimes.
Is it not frozen?
Well,
Did you drive across the frozen waves?
the Styx doesn't freeze.
Do you have a map of it that you could show me?
I have there's not really well documented, but I have something that resembles a map.
It would be
You know how it is if you
appreciated.
if you draw if you try to cartograph any of the hells, it drives you insane.
Right. Something you have something you mentioned.
Yes, I do.
Can we see it?
Yes, let me just pull it up over here. Let me see. And he starts rifling through some papers. Yes. Over. Oh shoot! I thought I had it over here. Anyway. Yes. So. Sometimes the Styx it changes its course and as well, so it kind of makes it hard to just like walk around places. But I mean there is lots of frozen land that you can walk on. There's that too. So you don't need to worry about taking a boat the entire time.
So something that could go on land as well as on the shore would be some sort of amphibious, like a big frog. Interesting.
So you
And
just have to be
tell me of the settlements in Stygia.
well there's not many of those to talk about, considering that it's mostly uninhabited. Although I've heard
You
rumors
mentioned
that there are locations uh, that are like ruins. Oh, here's my
okay.
map right over here.
Ah. Oh. Oh, this feels in the picture much nicer. Okay, I assume all of the blue water is the Styx.
Yes, it does not have the reddish hue that most people are familiar with for some reason.
Mm. The sand in the middle? What is that?
Oh,
Pan blob.
there are some gods in Stygia that do claim it as their own. Let me see any flips through some papers. Yes, over here. It appears that a some kind of Egyptian god and some kind of shark.
Like a shark god or like a just a really big shark
Both,
that people call a god?
both.
Like a sand shark?
And no, there's just the Egyptian god lives in that like sandy area, and then
Ah, the shark
the
lives
shark
in the
obviously lives in
water.
the water.
I don't know.
That'd be
That's
terrifying. Some
I'm
kind of sand
surprised a
shark.
Land
shark
shark.
can live in the sticks.
This is pure Styx. This is snow melt Styx. I can't wait to see what happens when we throw somebody in it. Um, Also, land sharks are a thing. We fought one.
You mean a bullet?
That's what I said. You see the god of bullets as well.
It's a it's just a creature. I don't think there's any gods of them.
So it would be covered under like Lamashtu or something. All right. Anyway, not important. Um, in regards to transportation on the Styx River to Stygia, we're looking to have the fastest route, avoid pitfalls, and get there safely. How much would that cost us to go with a Mesoloth? Those are the ferrymen, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, honestly, the Mezzalas don't really have like a don't have like a catalog you can just choose prices from. It kind of depends on what you're bringing and how much of a safe journey you want to have.
Let's see here. 2 vehicles, approximately 7 people. And a, a very safe journey. How many soul coins should we be budgeting to spend?
Well, let's see. He pulls out like an abacus and starts calculating. Well, if it's
Also, we want to get there as fast as possible. Speed can take a back seat, or safety can take a back seat to speed.
Mm.
We have to protect the
In
chains, but we don't have to protect the chains.
in a reasonable sense.
well, if you don't care about safety, then let me see, two vehicles, and you are skipping several layers of Bator. Let me see, that would probably come out to. He starts flipping things about. Maybe 6 soul coins.
6 soul coins? Okay. Excellent. That is very key information that we are happy to have, and we will certainly be putting in our budget. You mentioned earlier that there are agents of Levistus.
Yes.
Is there a specific type we should be aware of?
Well, Levistus is known for anything, sorry. If the Prince of Stygia is known for anything, it's that he's got nothing but spies.
He's known for spies.
Yes.
Got oodles of spies.
Mhm.
Any type specifically?
Well, he's got different types depending on what kind of sources he needs the information from.
And there are no major hubs for these people? These no major settlements throughout Stygia?
I mean, I guess eventually they've all gotta come back to the iceberg where he's frozen.
How frozen exactly?
Well, he's been frozen as long as anyone remembers. But that doesn't stop him from creating an aspect if you're getting any ideas.
Right. So he can still appear and command and control his minions. This is important to note. Does anybody else have questions in regard to travel on the Styx
Did you
or
did you ask about just the places of residency? So like maybe this green area, this right here, or
he said no major settlements.
well, like right here. Where is the most major settlements?
Probably he did mention ruins. That could be what that indicates.
Where, if someone were to take a residence, where would they be?
Like I said, I think the Palace of the Vistas is uh, like in somewhere in this area. I don't remember. Maybe it's over here. For some reason, it's not on this map. There might be a reason for that though.
Right.
In
Um,
in in terms of the in terms of where there's like devil settlements that be around that area, uh, definitely not around the areas with the other gods. These devils and gods just don't really mix together well.
Right.
um, I would say so. I think maybe slightly over to the left, but that's just me.
Okay.
Somewhere there.
Okay.
In terms of clothing, my friend,
Okay.
would just normal warm clothing work, or do we need something more magical to protect us?
Well, thing about Stygia is it's perpetually cold, and also it's pretty dark. Many of the other layers have like some kind of like magical like lighting and stuff. And like Stygia doesn't really have one.
So we would need some sorts of magical lighting in order to find our way.
I'll just say that hopefully you're not scared of the dark.
But we are so not afraid of the dark. We're big boys. And girls. Oh yeah. Can't forget about Petra. Also, we should. What was the consensus on winter clothing?
Well, yeah, but like, will just normal warm clothing work, or do we need something like more heavy?
Endure elements.
Yeah, more like magical kind of.
Well, the way it is that it's no different than any regular just coldness, I guess. Remember that it's like always night and there's no like, heat. So it's gonna be deathly cold. Uh oh oh wait, I almost forgot. None of you fly, right? Good. Because there's lightning everywhere.
That is
I guess
important to note.
that does, I guess, light up the sky a little bit, but you know It's not gonna light up enough for regular use.
In terms of coldness, have they been known to kind of freeze over the vehicles, the ones with the head flames and stuff like that? The coins, you put them in.
If it's there long enough, anything will freeze.
What do you recommend for clothing to ensure the vehicle don't freeze and stuff like that?
I guess bring your warmest parka.
Any recommendations?
Well,
Would like mammoth fur be appropriate, or is that not warm enough?
I mean, I'm
Maybe
I'm, I'm
Yeti
not
cloaks?
I'm not a clothing expert. I'm sorry. Um, I just know that you should bring something warm, but it's not like the plane of ice kind of cold. At least.
At least most of the time. Okay. So no magical, but just regular warmth. Good to note. Let's bring our own light sources. We need to we need to find a way of getting our vehicles to be able to be aquatic. And also, what are the common dangers that adventurers face when in Stygia?
That's the interesting thing. Apparently, there's a lot of material plane stuff there. Like giants and wolves and mammoths and
Giant mammoth
Have-
wolves.
These mammoths, are they prime? Are they good prime meat? Do you know
I don't
this?
know. I've never been there. I just know what's been written down here in these pages.
Hmm.
I there's also remorazes and what else? What else? Oh, you gotta watch the waters, because there's sanguine in there.
There's what?
There's there's Sahuagin, they're kind of like mermaids, but they're just like fish people. Angry
Are they
fish
evil?
people.
That answers my question. Hostile. Put it in the list of things to watch out for. Okay. And on the way to Stygia, should we be aware of any dangers from the sticks?
Well, I don't know. I mean, the Styx is always kind of dangerous, but it depends on how well you pay the Renaults if you're taking them. Otherwise, it can be quite dangerous just the waters alone.
Okay. Does anyone else have any other questions in regards to our wonderful new place of adventure? Or should we begin the shopping session? Okay. Nobody has any other questions? I will thank them for the time. And and let's get some winter clothing, I guess. Actually, let's see a mechanic first. There's gotta be a mechanic. Petra, do you know where we could find a mechanic that could transform our vehicles from drivey to
Why, of
swimmy
course, I travel many different
vehicles?
places. You need many different vehicles. I know this guy. His name is Frank. Okay, and he's a great guy. I show you to him.
All right. Lead the way. Petra, are you sure this is the right way? Like 100% sure?
Guy, you see, I don't go to this part very often in town, but don't worry, I find an alternative path. I think I know where I am. I wonder if this is new expansion. I'd have to check it out later.
If you get lost, I have a method for finding our way.
I don't think I get lost. So perhaps we take it right here. Can I roll again?
No.
I'll allow it.
What do you say, Brian?
No, we're gonna go on a fantastic adventure.
Excellent.
Don't you have to
Uh-oh.
roll a d8
I
to
am-
figure out which direction they go instead?
No, we're gonna roll a d8 to see exactly which of my amazing counters you're gonna run into.
Fuck.
Oh, an encounter. Yay.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
We find the anti-party.
No, they find you. There's a big
Fair enough.
difference.
That's a good point.
Alright, somebody gonna be rolling that d8?
Oh, I didn't realize we were rolling the 8. I'll roll that. Oh, Volk's got it.
Too late. You have to be
Oof.
faster than that. I got a good feeling about choice number 2.
Alright.
God, if only I didn't roll so poorly. We could just get out of every encounter.
So,
Say.
a cloud of smoke from one of the nearby factories clouds the vision of Petra. And you miss a turn as you drive through the city. It's the streets look very similar to each other, and it's hard to tell that you missed the turn. And as you keep going, suddenly the sky darkens as a cloud of specters flies overhead, and some of which start heading downwards towards you guys.
Do you say cloud inspectors?
Cloud of
Yep.
specters.
Yep, they're just looking at the clouds, checking things out, making sure everything's all copacetic up there. Yeah, alright, sweet.
Yep, these clouds sure are cloudy.
They are fluffy.
Anyway,
All right, if you either do something or we begin an encounter.
can we try to steer away from them?
Let's just meet them head on. Can I do a roll to see if I know what these inspectors are?
They're spectors.
Oh, spector.
They're-
Sorry.
They're like black ghosts.
Got a bad feeling about this.
You know, it's been a while since I've encountered combat. And I want to see what you guys are capable of so I can make plans if necessary in future. How about we take these specters on?
You know, I say why we have plenty of chances. You can just pull to a side street and wait for them to pass. There's no sense getting in a scuffle out here.
All right. If you wish to try to take a side, or if you wish to let them pass and get out of their way, roll me a dexterity check, as you're going to pretty much be trying to take a turn as tight as possible to avoid them with your vehicles. Remember
The
that
vehicle check?
I
Oh,
think
oh,
that-
oh.
that
Alexis, where would
is
be
going
driving?
to be 2 vehicle checks using the tormentors. Dexterity. I needed another one. Who else is driving the other tormentor?
Guess I am. Just a vehicle dex, right?
Yep.
Oh, I could. Oh, wait, these ones actually have a dexterity boost.
Yeah, right? Ooh.
Not like
Not
the
great.
elves.
Not
All right, Volk, you
great.
take the turn, but you scrape the vehicle against a building. And Texas Red, you try to follow, and you're not used to how tight these things turn. And by tight, I mean these things turn like a school bus, as opposed to like the garbage truck you were driving earlier. And so you ram into a wall. Just a foot off to the side of where you should have. I'm going to need everybody who is in Texas Red's vehicle to roll me an initiative.
Who's in Texas Red vehicle?
It's red. Just Texas red.
I was driving the other one.
Hey guys, I think it's just me, Brian. Just
All right. It's there's only room for 4 people in each vehicle.
GL was definitely with Texas
I
Red.
think Gial was a Texas Red. All right, I guess that's just Texas Red and GL.
I mean, I think I would be in there, but like I'm directing, I think, the other vehicle.
I don't think you would optionally go into a vehicle with Texas red.
That's fair.
All right, give me a second to set up everything. All right, we got ourselves Texas Red has an initiative. We got actually here. All right, we got some buildings around. And Texas Red, you have successfully lodged yourself right here. Volk, you are you have successfully turned over down up here. So this is Volk's vehicle, and Texas Red ended up right there. All right, if anybody else wants to join in the combat,
Let me do that. Petro, you get a +4.
Yay! So this is with a +4. Jesus.
all right, Damien, are you joining yourself in the initiative or not?
Her parents were talking, so I think she's doing something.
All right, Volk, it's
Okay.
your turn.
Seeing that Texas Red's vehicle was hit the wall, I will jump down and prepare to assist should the specters charge us. Throw a little shield of faith on myself too.
All right, Petra.
Petra
And I'll
is going.
sorry. I'll hold my action if I get attacked. I'll like to attack back.
Does it look like
Okay.
these guys are hostile?
They're currently heading towards the vehicle that has hit the building. It is easy to tell that they are not exactly friendly looking.
Okay, I will cast a spell.
Is this economy?
I am going to cast Sickening Radiance. So I believe they take 4d10 radiant damage, and it's going to be a 30-foot radius. So we'll try to get as much in the center as possible, not including my comrades. So.
All right, succeed on a Constitution save, you say?
Correct. And did I get that item? Or do you have...
Yes.
Okay. So then that means my spell save DC is going to be an 18.
All right, only one passed.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, I am going to...
Give me a second. All right, dead, and dead.
Huh. Interesting. I will not use a bonus action. I will just end my turn.
All right, Texas Red. As dumb as this is, you hit twice with the pistol. In fact, if that was not a nat 1, you would have also hit with a 12. And, alright, good. The fight lasted less time than it took to set it up.
Wow. I certainly wasn't expecting that.
Was that the easiest encounter it could have possibly been?
Yeah. I also rolled very terribly on the number of specters.
Well,
What? You
so
know
what,
what?
like a
You know what?
D100?
Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, hey, look. Look, it's their turn, and, like, 12
Double
more
the specters.
double the specters.
You know what? Double the bear.
You know what? I'll add a D, or I'll add a die to increase the number of them. You have angered the specter cloud.
Did they just enter my lights?
Yes, that's true. It's just an area of effect.
Yeah. It's a 30-foot radius and it stays there for up to 10 minutes. Concentration.
All right. Give me a second. I'm just gonna roll saves and see how many actually live.
Turns out we killed 6 million specters today. And we had real flashbacks to a room full of goblins.
All right. So like 20 more show up, and like 2 survive. So I'm just going to end the encounter there, saying that literally none of them can actually reach you guys without actually dying in this ray.
And they also
Never mind.
took like
There
one
will be
level
no
of
encounter here.
Sorry guys,
Ray
I
of
made that
Radiance defeats everybody.
Good to know. I'm sure all of our combats from here on out will be just that easy.
All right. So you have successfully gotten lost. The ray of radiance scares away the rest of them, and Texas Red awkwardly backs up the vehicle, moves it forward, backs up the vehicle, moves it forward, and eventually can maneuver their way
Is that
down
Devil
the other street.
this bad at driving normally?
The type passive.
Normally he's much better. It was
And oops.
extenuating circumstances.
All right. Well, now that the cloud of the factory smoke is gone, I think I can direct us to the this thing. Where are we going again?
Mechanic.
Yeah. I direct you to mechanic. You take left over here, right over there, and up this hill and over the woods.
True.
All right. You can head over to a mechanics shop. Is this for vehicles, I assume?
Yes.
All right. And as you head over, a group of imps fly off excitedly off of the top of the mechanics shop. It seems to be not quite it seems to be half empty at the moment. The
Or
other
is it half full?
The other half is currently being worked on by a team of, it looks to be imps and bearded devils, and seems that a devil that I have to make somehow above Texas Red for some strange reason.
What? No.
Ah, yes, of course, a chain devil. Because why would you have
Why don't
anything
you
but a
asleep?
chain devil in charge of a bunch of mechanic stuff?
Okay. I guess I'll talk to the Chain Devil. I'll say, greetings. We're looking to plan a trip to Stygia soon. We need to... Is there any possible way we could turn our vehicles amphibious?
And the devil will tilt its head, and the whole body is covered in chains, and so it kind of clitters and clatters against each other, and it walks over towards the vehicles that you have and starts investigating them. It comes back and holds up 5 fingers.
5 soul coins.
There is a clattering as there is a nod.
How many total soul coins do we have?
We have a total, I believe, I want to say like 9.
No, we had a bunch.
And party
Or do we
inventory.
not
two,
I
and
have...
party, and
We have
party
9
inventory.
soul coins.
I thought we had a
have,
bunch of soul
uh,
coins.
33
We just have a bunch of gold?
or sorry, 33 soul coins worth of gold. We have to get that exchanged though.
Where can we get that exchanged here? It's a city of Dis. We gotta be able to.
Well, we should first ask if they can accept gold as payment instead. 100 gold per soul coin.
Are you willing to accept gold instead at traditional
There's a
rates?
clattering as the devil shakes his head.
Petra, do you know of a place we can get our money exchanged?
Why, of course. I have to do this many times for the food and stuff. There's actually a place right around the corner who accepts gold as payment, and there might be a small fee. Depends on the place. It depends on the worker, but yeah.
No. To get our gold turned into soul coins, not a place
Yes,
that accepts.
there might be a conversion fee,
Okay, all right.
but I take you there now. We will be back, Chain Devil friend. Here, have biscuits. It tastes good, trust me.
Is it a biscuit or is it a cookie?
It's the cookie. Do I have
There's
to
a
roll for it?
No.
French accent. She's calling them biscuits. What is this world?
Yeah, she also calls people senor, so you
And
know.
senor. But
I don't know.
Eventually, she's
Leave
gonna
me
start calling
alone.
people comrade. It's gonna be weird.
the mysterious
Asking for a
accented
lot.
tiefling will lead you through the streets to a nearby currency exchange office.
Does Petra
Which
have
is-
a tail?
Yeah, she's a tiefling.
Tieflings do
All
not have to have
tieflings
tails.
Wait, tieflings don't have tails? I thought they did.
They don't have to.
Do not
You
have to
can.
have
Oh.
tails.
Oh, I absolutely do. That's one more thing to use for like a grip.
Just like not all tieflings have hoofed feet, but some do.
Oh, that's fair.
Do you have hoof?
Not all
didn't-
tieflings have horns. And not all
didn't
tieflings
have
have red
horns.
skin.
I'm sorry.
Can you
I don't know.
Can you unhinge your jaw like a snake?
I
At
can't.
All right, just want to set the record straight.
Is there a conversion fee or
Oh, there absolutely is a conversion fee.
fair? Figured.
This economy? Jeez, they should be
I
giving
say
us extra soul coins for
I
gold.
say we convert 2,000 gold into gold or sword coins. Any?
A soul
Okay,
coin is going to cost you 110 gold here.
Okay.
That's reasonable. So 2,200 gold.
For
I think I
coins.
can do that for 20. All right.
Especially since we Stygia, we need a constant running of engine for vehicle. Oh yes, shopkeeper friend. Can you expand the vehicle size?
What are you talking about? I'm just the currency exchange guy.
No.
Yeah, we
Shit.
didn't go back yet.
I'm sorry. Oh
God today.
All right, let's go back. Pay for the repairs or pay for the modifications. Let's not expand our
Alright.
vehicle yet because I feel like
But
we don't really
keep
need to. Gonna get one
Alternatively,
back.
there is a document under documents. It is kind of a parchment color, which has a bunch of vehicle improvements and prices, if you wish to use those.
Oh, I will take a look at that.
Where's that? Under documents? Journal. Oh, was it in the Discord?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
If you wish to take a look at other improvements you may add to your vehicles.
What section are you? Oh, is it this thing?
Yep.
Infernal. Okay. You open original. Whoa. I don't think
So-
we want to improve these too much because they're not permanent.
I
We
would
get
say
a
if you
stick
got a
sprayer on there?
weapon, you could go and swap it over for 2 soul coins.
I'm okay with not getting anything. Does anyone else have any strong feelings?
I think
just-
Soul Spike. I think the sorry, I don't need to be in character for this. The Soul Spiked armor might be worth doing. It might save us some soul coins in the future.
Armor would not be easily transferable.
The
Just letting you
Soul
know.
Spike armor. It's
Yeah, that's 10 soul coins, right? SSU is
Yeah.
soul coins.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think that's worth it. For 10? That's a lot of money.
but you basically get one every single time you kill a creature.
Yeah, but how often have we run over something with the vehicles?
I think we've been in plenty of combat encounters where something's died within our vehicle, within 30 feet of the vehicle.
We had the big one. And
I
had
just
to run people over. These little ones.
Just
are
remember,
not-
if any of us dies within 30 feet of that, we are dead.
That's fair. That's a good point. Never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah. No,
Damien,
no
why
reviving
aren't you
us.
asleep right now?
Shh, shh, shh. I'm talking in my sleep.
Yes. So we are.
Also, that's
I
an
think
entire
we're just gonna get the
conversation for
amphibious.
when we actually get the shit done.
How long is it gonna take to get these vehicles repaired or vehicles changed over?
All right, so it's going to cost 5 per vehicle,
Okay.
and it's going to
Well,
probably take probably 5 days as well.
okay.
Also, did you guys come back to the tavern considering that it's like 2:00 in the morning right now?
Absolutely.
You think there's a stop time in Dis? It's the city that never sleeps.
Yeah, but we still need a short/long rest. So,
You took a short/long rest.
excuse me,
Yeah.
if I'm going out and
What?
fighting in the taverns and stuff like that, I need my beauty sleep, Brian.
Stop fighting in the taverns.
No, it's
Simple
fun, and I
solution.
can make money.
Alternatively, can we get one vehicle worked on at a time so we can still have one vehicle for moving around?
Yes, it just will take 10 days.
That'll take us 10 days. Yep.
Which we're gonna be.
No,
here
never
for
mind. That'll
12
be
minimum
one extra
anyways.
day.
It is.
We left Damien a note saying we
Yeah, you would not
be
have
back
enough days.
soon. Okay. I guess we'll stay in a place. Petra, there's a shop or inn near here that we can stay while the vehicles are getting worked on, right?
Great question, Volk, as always. Actually, there's not one too close, but I mean, it's a somewhat of a long walk if we have to walk, but we can get there pretty easily. So, yes, there's something near here, but not too close. I take you there now.
Kanan armor would be useful,
In this economy?
considering that it grants immunities to cold damage to the machine, and it's immune to the effects of extreme cold.
And because of the way I've ruled it, anybody in the vehicle would also not be affected by the cold.
Ooh. But when we're out, we're going to
we
need help
can't.
outside the vehicle regardless.
It would be cool. I don't think we can afford it.
Also, it's an
It's
armor
so
class of
much money.
22.
That's so much. So much money.
Well,
Okay,
perhaps if somebody did some way to
um,
get money.
Crazy. Damien's holding out on us. I knew it. Oh, yeah. Boop.
All right. Speaking of making money, Damien,
Yeah.
welcome to the fight ring.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna do this once.
There are 5.
How many
100
cranium rats do you
rats.
think you could take on?
How big's the swarm?
It is, I think, a mall. Let me check.
On today's episode, Damien gets killed by rats.
Yep.
Medium is the size of a swarm.
I'll take on a swarm.
All right, so let's go with, for each swarm that you take on, I will give you I'll give you 3 soul coins. And that's going to be at once.
I will take on 1 swarm.
All right. 1 swarm of cranium rats.
No, I'll go for 1. But I could go for 2.
You're not really a swarm kind of guy, though, right?
Yeah, not really. That's the issue. Is I could get a lot of soul coins.
We don't need to have a lot of soul
I'll go
coins
for
right
1.
now.
I'm just fighting 1.
Just fighting 1?
Yeah.
All right. One swarm of cranium rats. Give me a second to do something. All right, that's the arena. You cannot
Alright.
leave that.
Oh boy.
If you leave it, you lose.
Mm-hmm. Oof.
All right. Looks like they're going first.
Well, nice knowing you guys.
You're fine.
All right. You know what? Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. 15.
All right, you pass.
Hey.
It's your turn.
Haha. Well. Bonus
I didn't
action.
think I did this part.
Slam the bracers together and do the key gauntlets. So that's 19. And then I will run up and do a dumb and just fucking whack whack. Ooh.
All right, that's 2 hits.
Dump and a dump. And does that automatically? No, it doesn't. Okay, I'll have to fix that. 2 more d4.
Today's episode of Damien loses again.
Yeah. So that's 20 magical bludgeoning plus 4 cold.
All right.
This is my turn.
You lost an initiative to rats.
Yeah.
Roll me another wisdom save.
God damn it. Okay. Well. Hey.
Damn.
I'm gonna rip your throat.
All right, and then they're gonna
Ah.
walk around your feet,
Hmm.
and they're gonna start nipping.
Bad rats. Bad rats.
That's gonna be one bad rat attack.
Ooh.
18 damage.
Ouch. Okay.
Maybe instead for sure. My money's on the rats.
All right, Damien, it's your turn.
I will. Okay, I'm gonna do the deep freeze. So I stomp on the ground, and each creature within 25-foot cube originating from me must make a dex save of 16.
All right, passes.
Well. That sucks.
I got exactly 16.
I will step out of the swarm. Not that it's gonna help me or anything. And bonus action, I'm gonna shift and go beast mode. Plus,
You're having to shift against rats.
it looks cool, Ben. And that's my turn.
All right.
Wisdom saving throw.
Nope, they're just going to crit attacking Damien.
Ooh, are you sure about that? Can I just say no?
And roll next to maximum damage. Oh, nope, they didn't roll next to maximum damage. It's just one of them was a 6. All right.
Okay.
30 damage on Damien.
Ouch. That hurt.
And they're going to crawl around Damien's feet.
Stop it!
Damien, it's your turn.
He's kind of angry. He's just gonna fully whack everything.
All right. That's a hit. That's a hit.
Okay. Plus 2 more d4. Okay.
Second to
And
move you,
then
so I have access to these.
Plus.
You have killed more than half the swarm.
Hold on. I'm gonna do the flurry of blows.
Okay. That is a hit, and that's a hit. All right, you have killed the swarm.
You knew you had it in you.
You did it. You did it. You did it. You did it. Yeah.
Damien, you got yourself 3 soul coins.
Happy! Yay!
All right. So, anything you guys want to do for the rest of the day? Otherwise, we can do the next day where potentially the information will be given to the guy.
I think Volk and I want to go get some furs or something. Clothing.
Yeah.
All right.
Perhaps some magic.
It's a little annoying because
Lantern?
you have to walk everywhere now. Unless you wanted to
Well,
get
Petra
your
knows the
vehicle
secret
updated
routes.
later. All right. That's it's honestly, if you walk around long enough, you'll find a store that sells clothes. Otherwise, you can see if you can find something that specializes in winter wear. That's up to you, Petra.
Is there any like Stygia Expedition Company?
Is there expedition company? Possibly.
If anybody knew anything, it would be Petra.
Well, Petra, do you know the way to Stygia Expedition Company? I'm gonna
Great
need you to
question.
roll me. I'm gonna need you to roll me a D8,
I
and
will.
somebody else to roll me a D8.
Oh, I got it.
Petra, you will find this location.
Of course, I know Vol. You go right over here, a couple blocks, and then we're in Stygia Company.
All right. The Stygia Expedition Company is run by an Orthon. In case those
What?
of you forgot, Orthons are basically the bounty hunters of the Devil Society. Here is a picture. Give me a second. There you go. That's an Orthon.
Big.
And the Orthon kind of huffs and says, "Welcome to my store. If you need anything, we've got it here for Stygian expeditions."
We're looking for the finest furs that you have. Something that keep our party warm. You got something like that for us, my good sir?
Yeah, I've got clothing.
What your recommendation?
Well, are you looking for the fine-looking stuff? Are you looking for the effective stuff? Or are you looking for cheap stuff?
The effective.
Effective, huh? Well, we got your choice of Mammoth or Yeti.
What do you
Go with
recommend, sir? You know what you're talking about.
Well, Mammoth is pretty warm. Keep you warm from nearly anywhere cold. Actually, pretty sure it works everywhere. Yeti's a little bit more expensive, but its white coat will allow you to blend in a lot more.
What's the price difference?
Well, let's see. The Mammoth's pretty easy to go and tame and hunt. So the difference is about 2 soul coins. In total, the price of a Yeti set will get you 4 soul coins, and Mammoths 2.
Vor, do we have anyone in party who prioritizes stealth?
It would certainly be a benefit.
How many you thinking? How many Yeti?
Let's see here. What's our current party finances? 19 left. It costs 4 for a
Texas,
Yeti.
do you have cold immunity or resistance or nothing?
I have resistance to the cold.
How does
We sh-
resistance work in Stygia? Do we know? Will he still freeze
Probably
to death or
halves the damage.
Definitely long sleeve weather. I
we
think the
didn't
better
know,
question
Melissa.
is, did anybody subtract 10 soul coins for the
I did.
vehicle upgrades? All right.
I did.
So if someone wants to add the 3 soul coins for Melissa.
I did.
Okay.
We have 21 soul coins.
Okay.
4, 8, 10. Oh yeah, we'd.
I think Damien prioritizes stealth. Is that correct? Or he's got stealth, or is that Texas?
All right, let's see if we can't make a deal here. We'll buy 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4 of those is 8 soul coins.
Honestly, you don't need to worry about GL. GL can purchase his own things.
Never mind. It's gonna be
If
6 soul
sorry,
coins.
GL,
Do we have to
GL will
worry
get
about
the
Torun?
Mammoth one, unless you guys want to get him the Yeti one.
I think
Will
we
he get
can-
it on his own, or do we have to spend money on him?
I'm gonna say NPCs get the bare minimum required.
So is that a spend money on him?
You're gonna have to spend 2 soul coins.
Okay. What about Torun?
Torun doesn't. Torun can be stuck in a pocket, and it'll be good enough.
All right. Noted.
I mean, Torun's like.
What about? Can you show us your selection of lighting? We're gonna need. It's very dark there. We've done our research.
Depends on what lighting you want.
What do you have?
Do you want a lantern? Do you want a torch? Do you want like a sled with like a mount on it for a lantern?
I think a lantern and a couple of torches would be ideal.
How much?
want
How
some,
much we talking price wise, and especially a lantern?
You want some dust globes? What are you looking for?
What provides us brightest and longest range of light?
Depends on you're looking for lights that's bright. You're looking for light you can control the best. Torch is
We're
probably
looking
the
for
worst option,
controllable.
considering the heavy wind will knock it out.
Do we have any options for like lighting up a having like a rock that has light?
Like a
Like a
lantern?
glowstone?
Kind of just like
Or
a
a
really
glow rock.
bright, just like a rock that you can just hold in your hand.
You mean the light spell?
Basically,
Also,
yeah.
question,
Like
who
something
can
that
see in the
just
dark
does that.
here?
I can.
All right,
Alright.
so
Pretty sure everybody but you can.
drift globe
Okay.
is can use the daylight spell for an hour, or the light spell for
Ever.
infinite times, but the light spell is only 20-foot range. Bullseye lantern, 60-foot cone in front of it, 60 feet beyond it, dim light.
I like that option.
Mm-hmm.
Bullseye lantern will cost you let's see, gold, not even soul coins.
How much gold?
10.
Okay.
Sir, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
My question is, do predators get attracted to light, or do they tend to stay away from it?
Depends on the predator.
If we use light source often, what would we have more encounters with?
Well, use lights too much, and probably the Yeti and the Ninja.
Yeti and what?
Ramirez.
Oh, okay.
How much was it for the thing that could cast light infinitely?
Didn't say, but I'm gonna say a soul coin.
Okay. If we bundled all of our purchase together, could we get that thrown in for free?
How much are you paying here?
I was thinking, this is Matt speaking. I was thinking, everyone, Texas, do you have high stealth? Right?
So quick question. Are you getting the Yeti thing for everybody, or what's going on?
I think 2 Yeti skins and then the rest mammoth. Because I wouldn't use the big Yeti skin. Because I'm not stealthy.
I think we should get 1 Yeti skin for Damien.
Well, Texas has a high stealth, doesn't he?
Yes, I do.
I think he would be beneficial, especially as a sniper.
Okay. We're gonna have to make more money somehow.
So
'Cause
4,
we
8,
might not have.
10, 12. 12 soul coins just for the furs.
Yeah, if we spend 12 soul coins, will you throw in the daylight stone for free?
The drift globe?
Yeah. This is a major investment.
All right. I can do that.
Awesome.
So that'll be how many Yeti, how many mammals?
2 of each.
All
Oh
right.
fuck, we need to get Gial.
If Gial's just getting a mammal, pay for that himself.
Yeah, but we only bought 4 pelts.
No,
We need
just,
5.
He has a secret stash of money that you don't have access to.
Oh, then yes, we'll buy one for Gial.
Well, no, he doesn't need one.
Yeah, but like, you know, using GL's secret stash.
Well,
I'm just saying
alternatively, if any of you have those cloaks from a long time ago from Gehenna,
My
you can use those
poncho.
here.
Is
Oh,
that-
wait, that's true. It's on the other vehicle, isn't it?
I have my poncho, if that's what you're talking about.
I know
Yeah.
what he's talking about. It has like acid resistance and stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
I still have mine. It's in my character sheet. It has 9 HP left.
All right. So in that case, Texas Red, you can either get the Yeti one, which will work kind of like a cloak of elven kind, or you can wear the poncho, which gives you cold resistance, or I guess
Don't
in
know.
this case, further cold resistance.
Double cold resist. I'll probably still go with the Yeti one for safety. I don't particularly want to freeze to death.
Okay. And we have
Damien,
9
what are you
soul
doing?
coins left.
Are you getting the Yeti pelt one, or you're getting the cloak, or using your old cloak?
The Yeti for me.
No, I'm asking Damien. All right. Volk, if you want to take Damien's hand-me-down, that saves you guys two soul coins.
I can give my acid clothes to Volk and take a Yeti pelt.
I feel like we should save those for emergencies. Like, because it has health, that means it can... If I get hit while I'm
sorry.
wearing
So
it...
I should explain. The way that those work is they give you acid and cold resistance, but that's because they take half the other half the damage.
So would it get degraded over time as we...
Only if you take cold or acid damage.
I think just the cloak will be worth. I'm gonna stick with the mammoth.
All right. In that case, 12 soul coins.
Already been subtracted.
All right, and then you get a drift globe for free. Are you taking the lantern as well, or are you just free drift
I mean,
globe?
might as well. I'll edit that.
How many soul coins we got left? We should have.
We have 9.
Okay, because remember you have to use 6 of them for the furry.
We have to use 8 of them. We had to use 6
Alright,
for the
there you go.
fastest, 8 for the fastest and safest.
1 drift globe.
Sweet.
All right. Anything else you're buying from Stygian Expeditions?
I think that should be it.
You really don't need food because there's wildlife.
What is your recommendation, sir, for new adventurers to Stygia? This is first time we go there, so any advice could be greatly beneficial.
Well, I guess don't piss off the prince. That's a big one. The second is don't go flying.
Sorry, don't what?
Don't go flying. Lightning does a lot of damage. All horizontal.
Horizontal lightning.
So it's up in the sky, so if I fly low, then it should be fine, shouldn't it?
And third, don't piss off the giants.
Thank God we speak giant. Oh, wait.
Do we know what giants these are? Are they frost giants, I would take it, or...
You can be pretty sure they're frost giants.
What's the giants that we encountered earlier on? Like
Fire giant.
month?
Both
What?
fire and frost.
So if we get in trouble with these frost giants, would they know the giants that we encountered already? Or do we not know
It's a
that?
small
Not
giant
likely.
world.
Because the ones that we encountered before were all the way over on fucking Gehenna or something like that.
I just want to make sure, just in case.
Stop it. You and your nature
Any
checks.
more
can stay.
questions?
Nope, I think that's it.
All right. Any other places you're gonna go shopping?
No, we are out of money.
I mean, during the rest of the days, I could just keep cooking for money.
That would help us, because right now we only have enough soul coins to get down there. We don't have enough to get back.
What I mean is now, because we still have what, like 10 days left, 9 days. I can
We
work
should,
during that.
yeah, we should have 8 days left.
Yeah, I can
if
work
this is
during
the
that
fourth,
time,
yeah.
and just focus on getting
You,
money.
you should have. It's been 5 days. Will be tomorrow. So yeah, you should have 9 days. So it's the 5th day, pretty much the next day, based on the amount of stuff you've done.
Right, we still have to go see the transportation.
Today would be the day you would go with the get the information from the investigation.
We gotta go keep up with Cardan. So let's go back there.
All right. It's a bit of a long walk. We'll eventually get there. Damien, do you get your ass out of bed, or do you want to stay in bed for the rest of the entire time?
Is it at 1 o'clock in the morning?
He's all tuckered out.
No.
No, then I'll be up. Like, the only reason I wasn't there before was because it said that the meeting was at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm not gonna fucking...
Sleep is arbitrary.
Time is arbitrary.
Considering that there is no change in day.
Yeah.
Nah.
Damien, stop being selfish.
Fine, I
Just
get
like in
up
Stygia, it's
at...
always nighttime.
I get up at a reasonable hour, and I will go with you, alright? Alright.
Alright. And with that, you will go and have your meeting. So, you will head over to the... You will head back over to where the barracks are located, and the weapons factory and all that. And once again, be ushered through the hallways over to where the office of Karnan is. He is waiting for you with a letter.
A letter.
Ooh.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder what it be.
Let's see,
And
let's see what
because the song was sung wrong, Damien takes 3d10 psychic damage.
Ah, damn it. Beep.
Well,
Okay. Oh darn.
Only 5 damage.
Oh darn.
Oof.
1, 2, and 2.
Alright. Damien lives for now.
well. What's the letter?
Seems to contain some of the information you were looking for. Sorry. Seems to contain some of the information you were looking for.
Your voice was weird and gravelly for a moment.
Does not seem to contain any kind of official pass or badge or anything like that, so I think your application was rejected.
Well,
Oof.
such
Although
is the
it's
nature
hard to
of
tell, it
bureaucracy.
doesn't even have an official rejection letter in it.
Maybe it's under consideration. May we
Alright,
see the
well,
letter?
Here you go. And it would be wrong to really call this a letter and let more of an envelope containing a bunch of copies of parchment paper. I'm sorry to get your hopes up. But it does not seem to be a personal letter of any kind.
Alright, what do the documents say?
Alright, so it seems to be a collection of some information that you might have missed from the final investigation checks you did earlier. Based off of the information here, it seems that they noticed that generally it seems vehicle upgrades and spell scrolls were the things that had most often been taken, although some weapons had also been taken. As per what kind of spell scrolls, it does not quite say. I'm not sure if it's that they don't know or if they don't want to tell you. In terms of what weapons were taken, that is also not exactly clear. In terms of locations, it seems to be that all of the robbings had taken place in generally the same area. Although I say generally, as if that really means much. Mostly happening over in this vicinity.
Okay.
If you're looking for anything else in this that they might have missed but is written in here, you're going to need to tell me what you're looking for and see if you can find it.
Okay, specific incident reports. Let's think here. Does it tell how many personnel were lost with each transport?
No, it does not.
Okay. Does it tell us any further details on like any on the wreckage? Anything that local investigators might have noted?
What do you mean?
Anything that would have been mentioned here in regards to the damage caused that wasn't mentioned in the other reports?
No. It does not seem that there was much damage done to the outside of the vehicle.
Okay. You guys have any questions here?
I can't think of anything. So
Okay. I think that's kind of all the information we can glean from this vein. But
can we request like a copy of it be made?
It is a copy.
Oh, okay.
I'll file it away in Volk's paperwork bag.
Okay.
You just have a messenger bag.
If you want to officially file it, make a copy of it and put it into party notes. That way you guys don't forget between sessions. Anything else you'd like to do here, then?
I don't think so.
All right, if you have no other business at this location, then what are you doing with the rest of your time in Dis? You have the next, you have several days before your vehicles are fully, are capable of floating.
With me, Brian, if I am cooking and making money, do I ever have the opportunity to have a long rest?
Yes.
Okay, I will cook and have a long rest then.
All right. In that case, roll me a cooking again.
What is it that you are cooking this time?
You know, nothing too fancy. I was thinking kind of along the lines of, let's go with
Yeti.
sushi wraps, seaweed.
Nothing too fancy, just sushi wraps.
I mean, sushi isn't that fancy.
All right.
It's just raw fish.
We're in Dis. Where is like
Petra,
good fish in Dis?
You see the
the
lakes?
sticks.
That's the
Oh.
sticks.
You got to find
You
your
got
source.
some. You got some 3-eyed and 4-eyed fish,
Mm, yeah.
and some fish have legs.
I
Before you
want fish
question
legs.
it's they're very long and spindly, fleshy legs.
Kind of like chicken wings.
They're not at all like crab legs. All right, so
I hate you.
Petra, roll me 4d6. You're gonna be spending the rest of the time here. All right, get yourself another. Let me see.
I think last time you gave me half.
Yeah, let me double check how much I gave you.
You gave me, I believe, 6. Because I rolled a 12.
Yeah. All right, get 8 soul coins and 800 gold, and that's what you're doing for the rest of the 9 days.
Correct.
Anybody else doing anything?
So Damien, how do you
Yes.
feel about mechanical work?
Did someone already add the 800 gold?
I did.
Okay,
What about
thank
it?
So Niall's been turned into a Lemire,
Mm-hmm.
and you are pretty nimble.
Mm-hmm.
Nyla was nimble.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like new experiences?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have anyone who can fix our vehicles,
This is true.
and I think you're the best fit for it.
Okay. I see where you're going. I will hire us a mechanic. I mean, I feel like you would do a better job talking to people, but I guess I can see what I can stretch my skills.
See,
I
I
can
kind of wanted to like
do-
keep this. I wouldn't want to, trouble somebody else. It's not like we have triple A when we're out in the middle of Stygia.
Yeah, true. So it might be a little expensive. No. Yeah, I can. Like, I can
I know 10
try to
days isn't a
learn.
lot, but we can probably get a local mechanic to teach you a thing or 3.
Yeah, like I'll try to learn how to fix things. If I remember correctly, Nyla had issues finding someone who would, because I think this is where she originally started learning how to fix the cars, was here, and devils don't want to give away information for free.
Right.
So, like, I don't know, maybe either you or Petra or both of you could talk to one of the mechanics and be like, yo, help us out here.
I'll see what I can do.
So, like, I'm charming.
Petra is unavailable for the remaining days. They're spending time making money.
So Petra's unavailable for the remaining days because she's making us money. You wanna go talk to a mechanic and see if he can train me anything?
I know a guy.
Okay.
And once the cars are finished, we'll go to the chain mechanic. And I'll see if I can't talk him into training a young disciple for a couple of days.
Oh yeah. So the
If
cars.
nothing else, he would be getting some free assistance for a few days.
So the tormentors. A couple of pontoons have been welded onto either side, and a small propeller has been put in the back. And that's all they've done.
I know nothing about boats. This looks great.
Mm-hmm.
It is exactly 60% more waterproof.
That's pretty good.
No, honestly, not bad.
Or sorry, not waterproof. More
Buoyant.
hey, more buoyant. There we go. Excellent.
Okay. I will approach the Chain Devil. I will compliment him on his work. I'll say this looks great. But I do have a favor to ask of you. When we're going through Stygia, we're not going to have access to a repair outlet as fine as this one here. If you would be willing to show to take on a young apprentice for a couple of days, then on our mission concerning high value people in the devil hierarchy, we can perhaps make mention of your shop and the devils who helped us along the way.
Also, you get a free assistant for a few days.
Also that. He's not completely hopeless. He's pretty agile and quick-witted.
The Chain
Yep.
Devil will hold out its hand.
He's asking you how much you're willing to pay.
All right. I'll give him. Before we do this, I'm gonna have to go to visit the moneylender again and transfer some of our gold into soul coins. I'm gonna do another 10.
All right, so you pay
1100.
1,100 gold, and turn that all into soul coins.
And then I will give the lovely devil here 3 soul coins to teach Damien.
The Chain Devil will nod and take Damien by the wrist and kind of half drag you, half hurriedly move you into the interior of this building.
Look!
Good luck, Damien. You can do it.
Damien's got flashbacks from the fucking first session. Wait, what did I just do?
Another satisfied customer.
All right, Damien,
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to roll me 2 intelligence checks.
Okay.
There is, unless you have, no, I think it's just 2 intelligence checks.
Intelligence.
And Damien become better
Ooh,
than Nyla.
Intelligence.
Ooh.
Oh! Damn, boy, Damien's smart.
Oh,
All right, Damien, you get yourself a crash course in
Quite
fixing
literally.
vehicles for idiots.
Haha.
You now have you may now add a new proficiency to your character sheet of vehicle repair, and you can use either intelligence or dexterity for this.
Okay.
And because
true.
you had so much brains while getting these checks that you skipped several stages, and now you are half proficient in this.
Okay.
Good job, Damien.
Holy shit! I did not think that would actually work.
yeah, I know what I'm doing. Put another tally, and the vocal was always right found.
Right, and if you guys want to spend another soul coin, you can get yourself an a complete set of repair tools.
I think that's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, like, we might as well. It's kind of useless spending the money to have me know the stuff if I can't actually fix
Can you
it.
spend the gold instead of the soul coin?
Yeah, you may spend the gold instead.
All right, then we will do that.
I see what you did there, Fork. Yeah.
Brian, how dare you?
Hey Brian, how do I change my spell save DC?
You can't by upping. I mean, like by upping your modifier.
Manually though, because I got something to increase it by 1.
Yeah, I think that I can find something for that.
That'd
All
be
right.
goofy.
Let's quickly get through the rest of the party, what they're doing for the rest of these days. So, Texas Red, anything you want to do for the rest of these 9 days?
Nothing.
All right. Volk, what are you doing for the rest of the 9 days?
Oh Jesus. Can I? I suppose I'm the only one left.
Go drinking with GL.
You're right. I should have a talk with y'all. But Damien is away. Volk will have a nice long chat with y'all.
Let's scoot ourselves over to group 2. All right.
Damn.
Volk, is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I don't have any cool money-making skills.
All right.
Preach
With
your
that,
homework.
we shall end the session.
Yay!
Yay, we made it, guys. We didn't
We
tear ourselves
survived.
apart.